But that ain't my story. Life won't say sorry. No, you're destined for something higher. When it's all over, what you got to show for? Proving the devil is a liar. Rain against the window.
What's good, people? It's your boy Rhino. Welcome back to MGTV. We are live and alive. This is Let's Talk the Real. We're just waiting for the panel to come in. KEEDZ is going to be here very shortly. Leon should be joining. And I believe JAMILA should be joining as well. But make sure you lot are smashing the likes. I need to get my robe on. Robe settings. You know, Sunday show is the robe settings still. So let me get the robe on, yeah? So we can have a good chat, man. Because, you know, my football team done its thing. You know. Get the robe on. Let's get the robe on. Robe settings. Let's talk the real. Looks or personality. KEEDZ is here, but she's... Oh, look, I just got her in at the right time. Yeah. KEEDZ, we're live still. We're live. You're on mute.
Oh, but it's not working for some reason. Hold on.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, it's working now.
Yeah, man. Cool. We are live and alive, people, man. What's everyone saying? You lot smash the likes, man. Big up Mix Mitchell. Big up Staffy for the raid, man. Appreciate it, my boy. Staffy would have been here, but he's busy. So it's calm. Big up Leon in the chat. Leon should be joining soon. Yeah, man. Looks or personality. Let me make this bigger, though. This is looking a bit mad. 1 second. There we go.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
there
my
we go.
gosh. No, let's move back. How come your camera is so clear? What are you using?
I'm using some Logitech camera still. Yeah.
I need to I'll
bring you in on it.
What's going on with this Apple laptop that costs so much money, but the camera looks like something from 1992?
Have you switched the settings to HD? You should be able to, on my streams, you should be able to go to full definition. So check that. When you click on settings.
Oh yeah, look, it says standard definition.
Yeah, see? Yeah, man. Come on, man. But yeah, man, looks or personality, man. Looks or personality, that's what we're going to talk about while KEEDZ plays with the settings. Make sure you lot are smashing the likes. We've got
it still
Leon
doesn't
in the
look
building.
as good as yours, though.
Is it? Here we go. Big up Hamza Shampoo as well, straight away for the super chat.
I'm saying Hamza Shampoo.
Big up Rhino, thanks for the draw. Come on, anytime, my guy, anytime, man. I know we got an Arsenal fan in KEEDZ right in between you.
Should I put the hat on?
Nah.
Please don't.
Yeah, not that far. We want you to win the league, I want you to win the league, not Leon. But not. Let's not go that far because I might have to simbin you still. United, trust me. But yeah, man. KEEDZ, since you weren't here. Wait, was you on the last show? You might.
Rhino, can we move these cameras back out? What's going on? I feel like I'm kissing the screen. What's going on, bro?
Nah, man,
What's
we
me
need
about
it
this? It's
close.
crazy.
You get me? Yeah.
That's
Big
right.
up as well. Big up Joshua as well. Yeah, man. We'll start with you, kids, man. What are you saying, man? Look so personality. I'm just gonna ask you the question. However you want to answer it, whatever. And big up Hamza Shampoo for the super chat as well. I appreciate that as well, man. Big up, man.
I don't think it should be one or the other. I used to be
Okay.
somebody who was against going for somebody with looks, but it's kind of hard to respect somebody when they're not good looking. I mean, that sounds shallow, but I don't want like an ugly nigga disrespecting me. Like I gave you an
Damn.
opportunity of a lifetime,
Damn.
and now
Damn.
you wanna come disrespect my thing. Like, and also, I'm not trying to be the first bad bitch that someone's had. Like, you must be crazy. So I feel
Damn.
like you can have looks and personality. You don't have to have one or the other. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay. Do you want to break that down a bit more, like, or is that just what
I
you want
just
to say
say
off
that
the
was a
bat?
crazy first take. That was just straight blunt. But yeah, carry on. Sorry, that was crazy first take.
Well, I think it also depends on the individual. Like, if you know that you're average, then you should go with somebody average. And if you know your intellect is also meaty, then don't
Rah,
expect to have, a
rah,
highly intellectual person. But if you
rah.
are above average in looks and you also have like a high level of intellect, I feel that you should also aspire for a similar type of person, you know.
I hear
Yeah.
that. I hear that. Big up Hamza Shampoo for this another super chat as well. Says big up Rhino and the panel. Staffy Raid. My guy Staffy, man. Make sure you subscribe to Staffy TV. And if you do subscribe, hit the like button on all the videos you watch and make sure you put on the post notifications as well, man. But yeah, big up, man. Appreciate you, man. Love, man. Make sure you're subscribed. I think you are anyway, but I gotta double check as well. But big up, man. Yeah, man, KEEDZ. No, I hear what you're saying. Let me fix this up a bit. Hold on, because this is not looking how I want it to look. Nah, that looks even worse. Okay, no. So when the man disappeared, I'll fix it after anyway, because I don't like it when the gaps are like this. But yeah.
Have you got OCD right now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit better. But it hasn't
Hey
chopped
Rhino,
off.
you need to hook me up with the person that's whitened your teeth, because like your teeth just always look
What?
mad.
What?
Like, I'm not gonna
I've
lie.
never whitened my teeth ever.
Have you not?
Never. I promise you,
Wow.
never.
We
And my
thank
teeth are
God.
they're not even as glistening as they used to be still. But sometimes when I go to the dentist, sometimes they might like give it a little scrape and that. But that's it. I've never had it whitened ever. I
Oh,
promise.
really?
Yeah.
You have
Yeah, man.
amazing teeth.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you, kids, man. I love that. You know, brush twice a day, people. You know, and you know what's so funny? I literally just jumped onto electric toothbrushes the other day as well. Still,
Really?
game changer. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Leon, what are you saying, man? Looks or personality? Do you think you need to have both? Do you think it's one or the other? And when I ask that question, I kind of mean it as in, not like you have to pick one, but if you had to say one matters more, like what do you think means or matters more? I know they both come hand in hand, like KEEDZ said, to a degree. You set your standards and you want what you want in it. But don't you think, I'm asking you a question, do you think there's one or the other that kind of means more than the other one? Or do you think they're both equul?
You kind of snooking me there, bro. You said, yeah, what do I think more? You gave me the choice. Then you said, nah, pick one, innit?
Yeah.
Can't win. No, I think it comes hand in hand. I think what KEEDZ is saying is real still. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I wouldn't put it as blunt as she has. Do you know what I mean? But it's the older I get, the more personality is important to me. But I don't know, man. It's hard. Like, if you're not attracted to someone physically, you're gonna be with like physically or like I don't know, looks wise. If you're a man like me, I see like in the future I want to be married, innit? Like I want to do the traditional route, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like and I want to be with that one person for life, innit? So it's like I need to be attracted to you. Like otherwise, and I feel like why are you laughing? Why is this guy laughing?
Because Staffy says
this guy,
I'm laughing at this. Top right looks 16 out of 10. you know what's happening right now.
Either
we
way,
need to
can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Big up the panel. I told as for
So I had to. I had to. So.
Bro, I hate it, you know. I hate
Staffy
it,
started it. Staffy
Bro,
started it.
it's so bad, man. It's so bad. Anyway, yeah, KEEDZ, this clip's been going viral for the last week, innit? And like, yeah, the game's crazy. But, yeah. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, big time. Back to what I was saying. I feel like you need to be attracted to the person that you're gonna, I don't know, sit on the sofa with for years to come, or go and experience things for years to come in it. But if I had to, are you basically saying with the second part of your question, if I had to choose one or the other?
Yeah, like obviously you don't really always have to choose, but if you have to kind of prioritize one, like what matters more to you, or are they both same level? Like they both matter.
Sorry, can I just interject? By personality, do you mean the person's morals and character?
Everything about them. Yeah, personality, how they are, how they treat you, everything. Yeah, everything. Because looks is obviously how much you're attracted to the person, certain attributes you like, whether it's the face, all of that. Yeah. But and then personality is how the person talks to you, treats you, their characteristics, you know, things that they like and stuff like that. So yeah. Go on. What KEEDZ, are you trying to re-answer the question, or you're just asking? Yeah.
No, I want Leon can go first, and then I'll
after.
I feel like the older I get, personality is way more important to me. Because I'm like somebody that takes a lot from the intellectual side of being with a woman, for example, like, or being around a woman, in it. Like, I've got to be able to have good conversation. She's got to be like ambitious. She's got to be like, do you know what I'm saying? I've got to be able to like have banter, and she's got to have a thing about her in it. So like, but I don't know, right? It's a hard question, man. I feel like it's hard to choose just one in it. Like, it's really hard. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, are you really going to be like, what was KEEDZ saying? Are you really going to be with someone who's like meaty, or like what you think is like ugly just for the personality? I don't know. That's hard, man. Do you know what I mean? That's hard. But yeah, you carry on, KEEDZ. You were going to say something.
I think if there's a ratio, I think it's like 60-40 on the side of personality in comparison to looks. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the ratio, I think.
Okay, 60-40. Yeah, I think I can understand where you're coming from with that, because I feel like obviously
the comments are wild.
They're wild, isn't it? Let me see. Let me just finish what I'm saying.
I need to ring AG. There's a little private joke going on one sec.
Yeah.
What is happening?
What I'll say is that they always say things like looks die eventually, and you know the longevity of a relationship or anything you have when it comes to that situation is going to be the personality between you guys, isn't it? Realistically, and when you think about that logically, it makes sense, because looks don't last forever. People grow, people change, people get bigger, people get smaller, people get older. So the looks do fade. But one thing about personality, it doesn't go nowhere, innit? So realistically, 60-40, what you're saying, KEEDZ, yeah, like 60% personality, 40% looks. I feel like that makes sense to a degree, and maybe even more. Maybe it might be 65-70, but I think you have to add the context to it, innit? Because personality is important, you know. Because realistically,
30% man, you know, and I big belly. No, so you have to take care of yourself. Listen, I said it's all in context as well. Are you the person that when you step in the room, everybody looks at you? Like, if for me, I don't want to be like, I've dated ugly guys, and it's not, they have insecurities, you know, they have confidence issues, and then they don't make me feel like I want to say this is my man.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like if you're confident, if you're confident as well, it's different. Like, if you've got that confidence, that's sexy. You don't being attractive is obviously that's subjective to the person. That's
no.
For me, like,
I need to interject here. I'm sorry, KEEDZ. What did you mean? What do you mean by that? When you said, yeah, you're with someone, they're ugly, they make you feel like you don't want to say that's my man.
Yeah, it's not even just about I'm not talking about aesthetically, just the way their face looks. I'm talking about how they carry themselves, how they dress. You know, perhaps the person doesn't care about grooming themselves or dressing in a certain way, and I'm somebody who does care about that a lot. So if I'm stepping out and I'm making sure I'm 10-10, and then the guy's like, I don't really business about a shape up, and like, why are you with me? Because I'm
Yeah, but
gonna
why are you with them?
introduce you. No, but that's what I'm saying.
It's a two-way
That's the whole
street, you know.
point. That's the point I'm making. Why would I be with somebody like that? And why would they want to be with somebody who cares about things like that? Because we don't align. We're not on the same page. And then I don't want people to feel that they can question my relationship because I'm with someone who doesn't really represent or reflect me, if you know what I'm saying.
Interesting. What are you saying, Traps? Traps, you disagree?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't know how. I don't know how you get to a situation with somebody, like if they're not your sort of. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if it should be, there should be a stage where you work this out. It's like, yeah, this one's not for me still. No.
Well, in that particular situation, I got with somebody, and initially when we were dating and when I knew him, you know, he took pride in his appearance. But then when we got together, he started telling me he doesn't care about getting a shape up and dressing nicely. And I tried to encourage him to do that, but he just said that he didn't care.
What was his
So
reason? What was his reason for that, though?
I think later on I discovered after months that he was going through some sort of depression, but at the time he wasn't explaining what was actually going on. He just wouldn't, you know, like he was like, who cares about shape art? Who cares about wearing the same clothes? Like,
so he was
very
depressed.
confused. Yeah, he was, which I found out months later
What,
that
you
he was
left him?
depressed. No, I didn't leave him. I stayed with him.
Are you still together now?
No.
Oh.
I have
So
a
what?
biography if you want to buy it though.
So wait, so what? So wouldn't you say? No, I'm interested in the way Traps asked that question, because wouldn't you say that to a degree? Then, if you, okay, cool. Let me ask you something, Keith. So if you get with somebody, yeah, automatically straight off the bat, you're not going to put yourself in a situation where their looks are not up to par. You're only going to get with somebody when their looks are a certain standard. Basically, that's what I want to ask first. Firstly, is that what you're saying? You're not ever going to be with someone that's.
I'm gonna be with somebody I'm attracted to, so it doesn't necessarily mean that universally they're attractive to everybody else. It's just the way that the person carries themselves, how they dress, and their level of confidence. Like, I think confidence is very attractive. I used to think Gucci Mane was attractive before he went to prison and came out looking 10-10. So, or Kodak Black, or certain people, or Jay Haas, I feel like they're attractive in their own light because of how, you know, how they move. So I don't think it's necessarily what everybody else universally thinks is acceptable.
Okay, yeah, I get that. So there has to be some form of attraction, but at the same time, like, that's where it starts from. It's not going to be a thing where maybe you're chatting to somebody and you guys connect and then you develop feelings. What if it's a thing? Yeah. So can that situation happen where you're chatting to somebody and you wasn't necessarily looking at them looks wise? Maybe they don't look too bad, but they're still not your type, maybe, and then personality brings you into the fold, kind of thing, in terms of one of the attributes of being attracted to them.
Yeah, that can happen. But what I've found is it's kind of like I'm forcing a situation. I'm forcing that physical connection, or it's just that I can't, like, I'm not excited to see that person. I don't know. It's like emotionally I'm connected to them, but in terms of how they look and everything like that, it's just not, it's not there. And obviously, you know, like Leon said, if you're spending the rest of your life with somebody, you don't want to be with somebody you're not attracted to. It's going to be very difficult to maintain that relationship.
Yeah.
You know why I hear that? Because I've been in that situation before, where somebody's been like an amazing personality, and then I'm kind of lying to myself about how physically I'm attracted to them. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where it's like, they're a dope person, in it, but I just know in the back of my mind, I don't see it as somebody that I can take seriously on that level. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's where you have to kind of tell him it's a difficult conversation, but you kind of.
So that's the thing. So that's where it's important to kind of set your boundaries and make sure that you don't get put yourself in that situation where the personality is so good that you find yourself going into another direction that you didn't realize. You know what I'm saying? But I'll challenge that again. So it's impossible. It's impossible for someone that you're not attracted to looks wise. And I'm saying, like, if we had to have a scale, let's say, cool, you've got your ideal. This is like there's certain males like KEEDZ mentioned that look good to her. She's named a few males. They don't all necessarily have to have a similar look. Like, okay, they're all tall or whatever. There's a certain things about different males that attract you. Cool. So it's always going to be the looks before the personality is what I'm asking. It's always. There's no way that it's going to be the looks are, but personality is like, boom. It's never. That's why I want to kind of have that conversation and kind of make sure that that's what you're sticking to in all scenarios. Because I feel like there's definitely scenarios where someone might not look the greatest or catch your eye like that, but over time you kind of start to see it in them. Like you never realized it. Maybe you wasn't even looking at that person like that. You know, but then over time of being around them or whatever, personality builds and then you start to see, because I feel like sometimes beauty can grow in people as well. And I'm not talking about when you force it. I'm just talking about generally when like you just start to look at something, oh, raw, okay, like, boom, you know what I mean? So what I'm asking you,
wait,
Leon,
Rhino, do you mean when someone's like, you're not sure, you're like, I kind of find this person attractive, but I'm not like overly...
Nah, it's just, you just wasn't attracted in the first place. You're just cool with that person. But over time, getting to know them has kind of built more of an attraction towards them. Because I feel like that happens. Like sometimes some people's personalities shine. And I'm not talking about the ones where their personality shines so much, but in your head, you don't really like how they look. So you're never going to look at them like that. I'm talking about when your perspective of them changes. Like, I feel like that can happen. Or does that not ever happen to you guys? Is what I'm asking.
I feel like the only time that could potentially happen would be if you already think they're like a little bit attractive, but you're not like overly over the. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't see how like you can be like, I'm not attracted.
If you're
to that
horny.
You're what?
If you're horny.
We have like
that's basically what you're saying.
We need like a mute thing for KEEDZ because she just comes out with madness sometimes.
If you're horny, then they start to look good.
Yo, any views that are made by KEEDZ are not views of Leon, Rhino, and Traps. I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there now, people in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you want to put the disclaimer out there?
Yeah. Reckless, and she's not even wearing the Arsenal hat as well. It's crazy. But,
I'm going to go put it on.
Mad.
Oh, no, she's going to put the hat on. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I feel like for me...
What did you do, Leon, man?
If you're flat out not attracted to somebody, I don't know. I feel like they're just always going to be in the friendship thing, unless, like, to an extent, though. Yeah, that's mad. Turn it around the other way. To be fair,
sorry, Leon. 1 second. Like, I got you. Don't worry.
You know what?
And just like that, people, she's gone. Listen, don't put that hat on. I don't like it. Like I'm telling you, I don't like it, and you keep doing it. I'm joking. They got KEEDZ.
Yeah. I don't know, Rhino. You know what though? There is some truth to what KEEDZ is saying, even though she says it best savage. There is a truth to it because
yeah.
If you're flat out not attracted to somebody and then they grow on you, and then what would be the only reason you? Yeah, it would just be maybe for the physical. You're only messing with them. So yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I hear that. Let me get Adam's comment, and he says women usually are looking for attributes that reflect competence and productive generosity. Someone capable of taking responsibility for himself and others. Of course, those are tendencies and not universal. And that's what I'm saying. Like generally, you want somebody that looks after themselves, tidies, cleans up well, and whatever. But at the same time, I feel like I don't want to downplay how important personality is, because I feel like the looks can be like the introduction to somebody to catch your eye, and then when you start to get to know that person, the personality is going to be the kind of final say. So it's very important to realize, to kind of notify how important personality is, because if the personality is not banging, the looks are not going to override it long term unless it's a short term thing, like you lot just doing a thing for a minute or whatever. You get me? So
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
put Adam's other comment up. It's very interesting.
Which one is it?
The most recent one is.
Oh, this one, clean napkins. Yeah.
No,
this one,
please
yeah.
don't
This
put
one,
that.
yeah.
Don't put that. Don't put that. Naji's an
What is
idiot.
that about?
No, it's a private joke. Naji's an idiot. Just
I Naji, explain the private joke.
No.
Or if you're about, I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link. Leon is shook.
Because Naji's. Oh my god, this guy, the stuff he comes out with. Anyway.
No, is it the latest one? This one.
Yeah.
Big up Adam as well. And there's 49 people in the building. You lot smash the likes. Half of you guys are on Twitter, the other half of you guys are on YouTube. So the half of you that's on Twitter, please, if you're on your laptop, you're on your iPad, just open up another tab, go onto YouTube, type Random MGTV, click on this live video right now, and smash the likes. And leave your comments as well, because when you lot on Twitter, I don't know what you're thinking. So if you guys want to leave a comment below, make sure you head over to the YouTube page and smash the likes, people. I'm sorry, Leon, go on.
I was just saying Adam's comment's interesting where it says like, look here, there's no level of good attraction. It's quite simple. It's quite literally impossible.
There has to be a good level of attraction. It's quite literally impossible to judge personality before looks. You have to look at someone before talking to them. Great personalities improve looks too. Yeah, that's true. So that's what I'm talking about. I feel like sometimes someone can just look all right to you, but once you get to know them better, you see them in a different light. It starts to grow. And it's not even a facade thing. It's just, you just start, some beauty is just developed, I feel like, you know. It's a bit like a glass of wine, you know. They say it gets better the older it is. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes just, you know, the flowers just taking a little while to blossom, you know. Like, I don't know. Hey, but yeah, cool. I think Traps is just here to, you know, be backstage.
I think for me, I can talk to a guy that I don't necessarily find, like, I don't talk to guys based on their looks. I feel like it is about their personality, which I start talking to them. But the issue is when I talk to a guy and I like his personality and then I find out he's clapped, it's hard for me to commit to the situation long term. No, I'm joking. I didn't mean to say that trigger word. But if the person is aesthetically attractive and they have a nice personality, like for me, like he could be the hottest guy with the nicest car. I'm usually like turned off by really hot guys. I feel that I just don't want to talk to them. Maybe I have this perception that guys that are really attractive are kind of airheads or they don't have much about them. And if I ask them what book they last read, they wouldn't know. But so I don't really talk to them. But if a guy shows me that something in his personality is attractive, then that's when I'll give it a chance. So I think for women, it is more about personality. But I think for men, the initial thing is just attraction. Like that's what they care about mostly.
I hear that, you know. I kind of hear that still. I feel like
they'll never talk to like a meaty, ugly girl with the hope of pursuing a relationship.
I think it depends. I think you're right in majority cases, but I think there are some cases where it depends on the setting where you meet somebody. So that's what I'd say on that. I feel like
that's what go on, Leo, because we're gonna go into the next part.
You could meet someone in like a workspace and see a different side to them before the attraction and stuff. Obviously, you can see the attraction side as well, but like, or you could hear somebody like, I don't know, the way they speak, carry themselves, or the way that they speak the world or something, and that could be attracted to you, innit? These are just off the top of my head, innit? But like, I feel like in majority cases you're right, but I feel like there are other cases where, like, for me, I feel like when a woman carries herself in a way and talks like a certain way, yeah, that's a big thing to draw me. I'm not bothered about like, I don't know, the Insta gals, I don't know, look nice with a BBL and that, and then just don't really, do you know what I mean? They're like, they don't have anything about them in it because it's like
no substance.
Days, bro. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So, but as a majority, I hear what KEEDZ is saying as a majority.
So do you think for both parties, male and female, it matters just the same? Or do you feel that there's one gender that takes it more serious than the other?
Men. I would definitely say men take looks far more seriously than women. I see women, like I can attest to it myself. I've been with, you know, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so, you know. I don't think so. I think women are bad for it, you know, because let's be honest about it, yeah. As man them, yeah, in your group of friends, yeah, you know that obviously there's always one, yeah, that's like a bit of a waste man, but he gets bare gal in it, yeah. But he's a known way, like he does little waste man things, like probably like bums it about a bit, not as a job, but he gets bare girls in it, yeah. Girl, and no matter how many girls a woman knows that this guy's been with or what he does, they will still persist with him. They will still continue with him. They will still get with him. So it's got to be about it's about based off looks, because I'm not being funny enough in here. If as a man, if a girl looks, for me, how many times you meet a girl and you think she's nice and attractive, and then she turns out to be an idiot, you don't even want to chat to her again. Do you know what I mean? So I think girls persist with men because of looks more than anything.
I think it's confidence and charisma. Like, as a woman, personally, there can be a guy who might be slightly bummy or whatever, but you know, as women, we listen to words. We're not so fixated on the physical attributes of a man. So if a man can speak to us properly, or he's got that confidence or the gift of the gab, you see girls giggling and then dropping, whatever. So I don't think it has to do with looks, because there's plenty of good looking men that don't get gal like that because they can't chat and they ain't got confidence like that. So I think it's dependent on the person's level of confidence and finesse and how, they speak, their vernacular, all of those type of things.
Okay,
you know what's an interesting question?
Yeah, go on,
interesting question to ask KEEDZ, because she's a woman as well, to be like, if a guy was to make you laugh or show some level of intelligence, would that be more attractive than somebody who just looks like, I don't know, 10 out of 10 in your eyes? That was.
Yeah, of course. I think for me, I'm stimulated more mentally. So if you start talking about Marcus Aurelius, then damn,
Oh, do you know why I asked it, Rhino? Because I've seen gal before, like on nights out or whatever setting, and I've seen like what you're saying. The guy that's like, I don't know, people say is not the best looking guy out of his group or whatever. Do you know what I mean? A waste man guy, whatever. Yeah? But then he's listened with gal, and then he's just drawn a worldie and took it home or something, as people would say, a worldie. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, and then other people have been more like flashy or something, and she's not giving them any time. So even though it's an individual base, I kind of see traps aside, but then I got an interesting dynamic to put into this as well. They say that women, I'm gonna need to get the wording right here, aim up. So they say a woman aims, is that right? Is that the right way to say it? They're like aim up. No?
They date above.
Date above, there you go. So like that dynamic's interesting as well. Does a woman value personality more because she dates?
What the hell? No way!
I can't lie, the VAR was calling for a minute. Like, they were in my ears. It was like, Rhino, check this one. I was thinking aim
man
up
just
is
left
crazy.
Me. Man didn't even acknowledge my point as well. Just to
yeah, because I was still on the aim up. The VAR was in my ear. I was like, nah, Rhino, please check this one. I was like, okay, cool. Let me let him run. You know when you let the play go on for a bit, then you're like,
no, when you imagine to help you, to be like, nah, bro, it's actually this. Man, just waiting for it. Yeah, cool.
But let me get this comment in, and we'll go back to Leon. Big up Prince of Persia. Big up Rhino. Love it when you're on Side TV. Thank you, my bro. Appreciate that. And he says, anyway, my opinion, women love status and some looks. Personality enhances both of those through social media, even though social media has skewed that a bit. No hate meant. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, bro. Yeah, Leon, go on. Let's go back to what you're saying.
That was the dynamic I was just bringing in. Like, they say women date up, so obviously does that mean they value
it's like you guys, I feel like you guys aim higher, basically. That's kind of pause as well. Flipping heck, bro. But yeah, sorry, yeah, that's pause, man. No, that's pause. I'm not a hypocrite.
What the hell? No way!
Women like to look, instead of going for the sky, they go for the moon. Basically, it's like, so you always kind of punch above more than your standards, so that when you do get, so the average person you're finding is going to be of high standards. That makes sense. That's what I think Leon means, I think.
I don't know. I think that's a certain subset of women. And
Okay.
I don't know if you're talking about financially or mentally, but for me, I think it's, I just want to date somebody who's on my level. Like,
Yeah.
not to be rude or anything, but I think that's just good. Somebody who analyzes what they do, what they're taking in terms of
But
media,
kids,
music, and
but
stuff
that's what I'm
like that.
saying. But on that point, doesn't the looks still have to play some part? Because that's what I was trying to say to you earlier. If you're saying that guys take the looks more serious, and females prefer to be more stimulated in terms of how a guy talks to them mentally and whatever, don't you think then that? So that's what I'm trying to find the difference. The person that you're allowing to give a chance to stimulate your mind, yeah, do they only get a hearing if they're good looking? Or are there some cases where the person wasn't good looking, but all of a sudden what they're saying to you is catching your ear, then you judge them for their looks to see if they got the overall package? That's what I'm trying to find. How do you gauge it? Because there's going to be certain situations where you're not looking at the person for the looks. So what is
yeah,
the...
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So like, for instance, I feel like, you know, everybody on here is decent looking, but if there was something that you said that stood out, that would pique my interest. It's not the way that you look. I'm not the type of girl where I see a hot guy and I'm like, oh my gosh. Do you know what I mean? It's what's coming out of your mouth, what's in your mind, that's gonna pique my interest. And now that I know you're already, you know, you're already at a certain level with your looks, like you're decent or whatever, then you become more attractive to me because of what's coming out of your mouth. But when people say that women date up, I feel like, I don't know, I think that's something in the red pill, blue pill community about finances and all of this other stuff. I don't really understand that concept with me.
I'll explain.
Yeah, go on.
So basically, it's like, I think it's classed on like majority numbers in society. So it's basically like, and correct me if I'm wrong at any point, Ryan, I think it's a woman, if you have like 100 men and 100 women, a higher percentage of them 100 women are more likely to aim up in date up in regards to looks, the status of their partner. Like they whereas a guy might settle with somebody who...
Well, I think the best way to say it is hold their standard higher.
Yes, because a guy
that might be a best way to understand.
Do you mean up above themselves? Is
that's
that what you're
basically
saying?
what they class it as. Obviously, it's subjective, KEEDZ. It's completely subjective, the whole thing.
I mean, that would be pretty hard with me.
Have you got that sin bin again? I think we need.
What?
Anyway, someone says something like, "Yeah, cool." No, I'm joking. But you know, like I feel like
this one.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
You tripping. But no, I feel like in some... look, it's hard because it's not always our reality. My reality is not what this dating up at things.
Leon's reality, I like it. Your little promotion in that. Say no more, Leo.
Make sure your Instagram people, shout me. But yeah, no, I think there are some guys that will settle with a woman that's maybe not as ambitious as them, and they may think is not as attractive to them because they're like, I've got everything, I just need you to hold down this. Like, I don't, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just need you for this one role, sort of thing. So that's kind of where it, if that makes sense, KEEDZ. But it's not like, it's just a... Where does it come from, Rhino? What is it? Like a general analyzation of the dating game?
I don't know, because they always do these kind of random researches and all this stuff, and then the general kind of consensus of that goes around, and then that's what everyone lives by.
Why are you not trying to have a look at it?
Yeah, go on,
I
KEEDZ.
think, isn't that based on like the majority of people and the mindset? Because for me, I think that everything's about your mentality. So I'm not concerned about where my man or the person I'm dating is at financially. I just need you to evidence that you have a vision and you're working towards that consistently and you know what you're doing. You're not wasting your time on bullshit, you know, like you don't have no headboard, but you have 50 pairs of trainers. Like, you need to have some sort of balance, and you have to be able to lead me. I'm already doing my own thing. You're doing your own thing. We come together, we do our thing. I'm not trying to date somebody who's established financially. I'm trying to date somebody who's established mentally. And I think that's actually more difficult to find. I know a lot of men that are established financially, but mentally they're not there. So and then okay, once I reach that level financially, what do I need you for then? Because if you only have finances, when I get there myself, what are you going to bring to the table? So really, if we're talking about dating up, it's not about dating up, it's about dating on your level. And women who want to date up for finances, I feel that those women haven't evolved to a certain place within themselves mentally, and that's why they're chasing this guy who they think is gonna, engine number 9 and save them from their situation. Like, ain't nobody trying to save you, babe.
Nah, big up
He needs to
Prince
write
of
a book,
Persia.
man. Never
He
mind
says big
reading, he
up
needs to write a
KEEDZ.
book.
Well said. Yeah, like that was very well said,
was
man.
funny.
Listen, like, and KEEDZ is right. Like, at the end of the day, with everything that you go through, you have to be realistic, you know. Set your standards to in a reasonable way and just assess everything accordingly. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you get in the right place. Simple. It sounds a lot more straight. It's obviously harder than it sounds because life's not that straightforward. There's different situations and scenarios that change that. And sometimes, you know, you might be put in a situation, for example, when I think it was KEEDZ that mentioned it on another show where she was talking about what's the term that you used? Was emotionally
Intelligent.
Oh my god,
What?
No.
constipated. Oh my god.
Constipated. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do you remember it?
I need a moment.
You know what I mean? So I feel like you're gonna find yourself in those kind of situations where it's like, you know, you might be around somebody that needs a bit of attention in that regard, where maybe they need some advice, or you're just somebody that they lean on in terms of like something like a helping hand or whatever. And you know, eventually, sometimes things develop through that. You know, people lean on people's shoulders, and then eventually start to like that person, and they get the lines blurred. They forget that person was just there to support them, give them advice, and then help them through a situation they are in, or just, you know, be there for them. You know, you might have needed someone to be there for you, and that's when sometimes the lines can get blurred. You get me? And that's where I always say it's hard. You could find yourself in that situation, and some people are not as ruthless to say, you know what, I'm not really on that. Some people get sucked into that situation too, and then you find yourself in a situation where you forced it. And maybe you didn't force it per se, but you just kind of trapped yourself in it somehow because you didn't set the line at the right part. And now you find yourself in a situation where it's like, damn, how did I get myself out of this? And then maybe you spoil a good friendship. And you can also blame the other person because you didn't say, you know, that person that came for the support or whatever didn't kind of outline that, you know what, I like you, I'm coming to you for support. It's kind of a thing where they just started liking you and then put you into a corner kind of thing.
They felt comfortable enough to share some things as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Can I just add to one thing that KEEDZ is saying? It's quite interesting how she says dating on my level as opposed to dating up, because it's like if a lot of people took that approach, some people probably date up because they want someone to cover the gaps. Like, there's a lot of women out there that have an expectation that the guy needs to be like their dad as well as their lover. Do you know what I mean? Like, provide everything and stuff. So it's quite interesting, as she says, about dating on the level, because then it's like you're taking all the superficial things away from it, and you're finding someone that, well, correct me if I'm wrong here, KEEDZ, who understands you a bit more. Because if there's a level of understanding, you both know where you're going, and then you can both enjoy the journey together, which is quite interesting. You might build together, you might grow together. That's quite interesting points, though. Do you know what I mean? So
no, 100%. Go on, KEEDZ.
I feel like, so with me, in terms of the whole symbology when it comes to having a father, for me, it's not that financial aspect that I need in terms of a father role. It's like protecting me emotionally, it's respecting me, honoring me, you know, leading me, all of that type of stuff. I don't think that women should be reliant on men to, you know, as you said, fill that gap financially. I think that we should establish ourselves. That's not to say that a man shouldn't be able to add or help or whatever, but I think when you think about how the world is and how society is, a lot of people don't do introspective work. We were talking about social media, a lot of people are doing shit for clout. A lot of people are not thinking about what they're eating, what they're watching, what they're consuming, what they're wearing. So in order for me to say like dating on my level, that's because I know where I'm at and I know the things I'm analyzing. So that's why I want somebody who also analyzes what they do. And I think the reason why women want to date up is because they're just so shallow. Like, not to be rude, but for me, like, I've dated guys that have 6 figures. That's not me dating up because I don't make 6 figures. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't see that as me dating up, because if mentally you're not thinking about certain things, then I'm actually dating down. And me dating that person could actually take me back or hold me back, from evolving in the way that I need to evolve, because now I need to come and teach you this and explain this to you and explain that to you. And that's going to be a problem. And we're not going to be able to bounce off each other and, build and move forward, as Leon said. Hey, JAMILA. And
Big
big
up
up
CHINX as
all
well,
the
and JAMILA,
comments
by the
and
way.
that.
Yeah, big up CHINX, man. Come on, that's broski. Big up CHINX. CHINX,
Big
let
up.
me know, man. We're finishing the stream, but let me know if you're about. CHINX has been quite busy as well. Catch him. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. And CHINX is on a lot of podcasts still. I've seen a few viral clips of him, man. So big up CHINX, man. That's broski.
Yeah, Adam, that's very real. What are you saying?
We are top of the. Oh wait, it's Jamil talking.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm on the road, but I'm listening to you, so let's go.
Big up Jamila as well. Big up Jams in the building.
Hey.
You lot smash the likes as well. There's 60 of you guys in the building. I think more than half of you guys are still on Twitter. So those of you on Twitter, if you can, just head over to the YouTube and smash the likes. Let me do a like check actually. As Flawless says, like check 1, 2. I like that. I like a bit of that.
One second, I think I've got it here for you.
Yeah, check it for me, please, Leon. Yeah. How many likes are we on right now?
23 with 24.
23.
Solid, man. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. So those 35 of you that are on Twitter, if you can go over to YouTube and smash the likes so we can get to 60 likes, that would be perfect, man. But yeah, road to 30 right now. But let's get this show to 60. I think on average we've been doing 50 likes. So let's get this show to 60 as well. And big up Jams, man. Jams, what have you got to say about what you've heard, man? What matters to you in terms of looks and personality, or both?
I think obviously you want looks and you want personality, but there is good-looking boys with no personality. So sometimes you either get one or another. But I think looks is a thing, but personality overlooks all day.
Okay, speak about it.
Because I feel like if you're good looking and we can't have a conversation, we can't talk, or we can't do certain things, or there's no connection because you're just dead and boring, your good looks ain't gonna help it. It's gonna be nice to look at, but other than that, there's nothing else that draws me to you.
Okay.
So I feel like also it's not just about looks, it's about personality, how the person treats you. It's about what the person also offers. So I feel like there's a lot to it. But also, we're not going to try and say we're not saying we want an ugly boy either. But, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit of both, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Because for me, for example, I see people and they're like, oh, like, your brother's good looking, but I think he's butters. But it's other people's preference, you get it? But he's a nice person, you get it?
What a wow.
I'm not
We
ready.
definitely need something for that, please. Rhino.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Hey, Jams always comes with the blockbuster statements. So you think you said your brother's not good looking, basically.
Can you imagine,
Like, for me, obviously your brother's always gonna be, for me, Obviously, he's not my kind
My
of
brother's
thing.
hot. I'm not gonna lie. My brother looks good. I mean,
No,
can't
but
lie.
you
Him
know what
and
it
get
is?
all of the gal
I
them.
think it's even awkward. Like sometimes they might be sending me like I got friends that send me CHINX, yeah, and be like, what do you think of this boy? And I'm like, don't ask me that question. You get it? Because it's awkward. Like now you're asking me like
I'll
what
tell
I
them
think of my cousin.
straight.
Like what is that?
What?
Like I don't think. Do you know what I mean? Like one girl the other day, she didn't know he was my cousin because not a lot of people know. She sent me and like this boy is sexy. I want a piece of him. I was thinking, get out of here, like.
Yeah, that's a bit of conflict of interest, but
Yeah,
yeah.
no, let me not say it's biased. My brother's black and the berry, sweet at the juice, but obviously not my kind of guy. Do you get what I mean?
Well, of course he's not gonna be your kind of guy, Jamila. He's
No,
your
but there's
brother.
some people there's some people that on social media be like, my brother's sexy. No. Like, I just think it's a bit weird.
You see, and this is what makes me laugh, yeah. Because I know Leon knows where I'm gonna go with this. This is what I was trying to explain the other day. Like when I was trying to talk about when you have a member of your family and you know what they're looking like, but you're not looking at them like that. Everyone got onto me. They was like, oh, what do you mean? How you look at people like that? But people are here saying their brother's ugly, their brother's sexy. So I'm a bit like, whoa, like,
I didn't say
like,
I said hot.
No, really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Yeah, that's me.
That's what I'm saying. So like consistency.
No, but you know what it is? Okay, for the difference is everyone has their preference, innit? Like a lot of people will say to me, Jamila, the reason why you might not find some of your cousins are attractive is because you like Africans, straight Africans. There's no Caribbean things you don't like.
Straight Afia now.
I'm
Straight fresh off the
accent.
boat.
I like
Say
everything.
bush nigga. Hey,
Yeah,
stop.
pound the jam, give it to me all day. Yeah.
What?
I don't like no local yard,
Big
but I
up
want
all
to
the
come, baby,
acting.
sorry. Go, baby, somewhere else. How can...
Them African baboons been doing a lot.
No,
Big up the
no,
African
imagine,
baboons.
yeah. I went to some party, yeah, and some Jamaican came over, and he was like, baby, I was looking to see where his baby was. I said, I don't do Caribbeans. He was like, I wasn't even interested. Why are you
Hey,
talking to
you're
me then?
brave, Jamila. You are brave.
Oh my gosh! Hey, what? No, when you said baby, I just heard it in the Vibes Cartel voice. I swear,
Yeah, like,
that's what made it sound funny to me. Bro.
Up to this time.
Oh my God, you know, do you know what put me off as well? Do you remember that song when that song, you take me your virginity? Every Jamaican man was singing it to every gal. That was so off-put, like, what is that? Yeah, no.
Oh my days.
Man,
hey, now big up CHINX, man.
Preferences, yeah. Just gotta just
Like,
disrespecting the whole island, you know.
The whole island,
the whole Caribbean.
No, because
bloody hell.
no, because I was just talking about CHINX. Some girl sent me your podcast the other day and was like, raw, I want a piece of him. So she obviously didn't know we were related, didn't it? So I said, want a piece of
She
what?
knew we were. She didn't know.
No, she didn't. She sent me, she's like, oh my God, I seen the sexiest thing. I said, what is it? She said it to me, I was like, that's CHINX. She was like, do you know him? I said, that's my cousin. She's like, oh my God, I want a piece of him. I said, are you dumb or stupid? Which one?
He said straight
Exactly,
CB.
Like, and even after I told you, you were still like come with the conversation, like you should have just studied it there.
Tell her it's camera tricks, man, and butters in real life.
Hey, CHINX, what you got to say though, man? What's your thoughts on all of this conversation, man? Big up CHINX as well. Big up.
You know,
make sure you subscribe to
I
the
was
channel.
late. When I commented is when I first forwarded in, yeah. I could just say whatever Makeda and Jamila said, I'm on the opposite. So whatever they said, I said the opposite, basically.
I swear you don't like it. I swear you don't like it.
What the bomb around? First of all, me and Jamila said different things.
Do we intimidate you? I think me and Keeda make you feel like I think we intimidate you, CHINX. Do me and Keeda intimidate you?
You just want war.
I think me and Makeda, we intimidate CHINX because CHINX will always be
Excuse me,
against
guys.
us.
My name is KEEDZ. Like, what
Sorry,
is going
Keeda.
on?
Sorry.
Like, can we just have a minute? Like, what the? Oh yeah.
Hey, bro, I just like I nearly slipped on earlier. I was like, yeah, kids, like you get me. Ooh, govies and that is crazy.
Like,
So what?
Rhino, can we ask Chinks about the thingy? Because he'll explain it better than me, man. The concept, the concept of truth.
Don't go there, Leon.
No, but
Dating
I think
up.
it's an
Is
important
that
topic.
where you want to go to the dating up?
Women dating up.
You really
Chinks,
want to
I know
take
you've
it?
heard this about this.
Yeah. All right, let's see what he wants to do.
Let's be having y'all. All right, Chinks. Firstly, what say you in the statement that Jamila's making that her and KEEDZ intimidate you? Number one, and also second question is, Leon earlier on mentioned about females always dating higher than their standards. They always look a bit higher. They shoot higher. You feel me? What's your opinion on that as well? And big up the chat as well. Make sure you lot are smashing the likes.
About to drop some bombs. I can feel it. Why do you not expect me to come up here and be the villain?
I didn't even ask. I swear down. Can I just make a disclaimer? I didn't say it from the villain point of view. I just didn't explain it that well. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but do you not understand? Because I just feel like they disagreed with you because of the wording. Because it's kind of I think you're both of you lot are right. Because what I would say is Leon's probably right in his estimation of women dating upwards because it's just common sense. But then where the drawback will be to Leon's point is that women won't see it as dating upwards because they're not really, what's the word? You know, like how if you ask women rate yourself out of 10, they'll all say they're a 10. Do you know what I mean? So not everyone, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or say everyone's beautiful in their own right, innit? But there's some of us will never be in magazines. Like, do you get what I mean? Because we're not that aesthetically pleasing. But of course, self-confidence is key. So if you think you're a 10, there's never no one you're dating upwards for, if you get what I mean.
I don't know anybody that would say they're 10. I don't know anybody that would say they're 10.
A lot of people would.
Maybe on the Kevin Hart show, but
you see how you're disrespecting quoting people and you're not even quoting them correctly. You just say Kevin Hart's dead.
No, I'm just saying
Kevin
that
Samuels.
people would say they're 10 on. Oh, sorry, is it Kevin? Sorry.
Yeah, please respect the Godfather, please.
Sorry,
Kevin Hart like that,
Samuels. Kevin Samuels, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, but I've never heard anyone say they're 10 in like real life that I know.
But do you know what it is though? Like, I get what Chinks is saying, like, because a lot of people will just females as well will rate themselves 10 out of 10 because that's what they think. They think, you know what, I'm a 10. But then you got people like Ryan that think some females are 16 out of 10.
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Alright, big up the panel.
Yeah, but he's given no offense, but he's given incel the way that he's saying that is like low key incel.
Yeah, because I don't want to shit on no one. You know what I mean?
I feel like he's being extra nice for no reason. Like I don't think they looked 16 out of 10.
Yeah, his composure was in the blender.
When we talk about women,
go on, sorry. I cut you off. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say when we talk about women that date up, we need to think about when it comes to data. Is the data actually based on Black women? Because I'm not gonna lie, like when we see Black women and their baby fathers and the type of guys that they're dating, they are not dating up. Like as Black women, we date some bummy, crazy, violent, whatless, cheating ass men. So how are we dating up? Like I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm being real. Which part you see women dating up?
So you say majority of, because you specified to Black women, so majority of Black women is what you're saying statistically are with waste men. Is that really your final statement? I just want to clarify.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, I think that we all
with chest. Oh, Jesus.
Saying that, and I'm saying if we
just yeah, you better pull that cap down. Jesus.
I'm not listen, I can only go based on, you know, who I know people are dating and also respectfully our fathers back in the day. There's a lot of single, you know, parents and so listen, like we gotta be real. Like it's not like we're dating the cream of the crop.
Yeah, but you can't say a woman's a single parent because their baby father's not up to par. You can't only blame that on one person
Oh,
in
no,
the
no, no.
scenario.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that when we talk about dating up, I want to know in what aspect, because I don't think women of color, I think rarely we date up because we're so desperate for some sort of relationship or some sort of fulfillment because we
No,
haven't
it
had
wouldn't
that
be.
male role model there that we just date anything.
That's a contradictory statement. Because if you're just dating anyone, you're not desperate. If you people who are not desperate would therefore be picky about who they're picking. So if you're just with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, you're not. Do you know what I mean?
What?
You're
You
rather.
can
You
be
just said.
desperate. You can be
Right, and
desperate and date like, I mean, you're not dating
there's a,
to a
Miller,
standard, to
you,
a certain standard.
yeah, but it's what you. All right, so to it's what you want in it. There's what you want and what you're given in it. Like the market determines your value. But if you could utterly have the pick of what you want, I doubt you'd pick what you're ending up with. A lot of these women who end up with subpar men. If you ask every woman what her ideal man is, they're not picking no waste man. They're all gonna pick a tall guy who's financially well, not all of them. I'm just generalizing, but they'll all probably pick someone taller than them because that's biologically how women are wired. Because back in the day, two cavemen would fight and the winner gets the woman because he's the protector. So nowadays, financial stability is protection, isn't it? So it's demonized to say that they're like gold diggers, but that's how women are wired. Money is protection in this day and age, isn't it? So a woman dating someone who earns money is biologically how she's wired. I'd feel so.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I
even to even
don't.
use the better words, it's like security. It's like they're naturally looking for a sense of
Yeah,
security.
you know,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
common sense. It's yin and yang, innit?
yeah.
I don't agree
You
with
don't want,
that.
but you don't agree with nothing men say, Keeds, though. Like, you
Jamila,
get
do
what I'm
you
saying?
agree that money is security in a man?
In
Because
this
I
You
don't
can
modern
take
agree
over
era,
me.
though,
with
this
that, but
modern
maybe you do. What did you say? We
Jamila,
can't hear nothing me
Jamila
I
already,
say.
Jamila already done said she don't want no Brock Pocket man about 2 shows
No,
ago.
I
So we can go there.
understand, but security, like you can have money and not be able to communicate with me. You can have money and you cannot be in touch with your emotion. Like, so money, I don't think it offers that level of security. And also, there's that statement, you pick and pick until you pick shit. Like, you're talking about an array of options, but really, when we look at the marketplace,
This guy
there's
is
an
mad.
array of bullshit. Like it's mostly saturated with people who just want to like, they're just not on anything serious. So you talking about women dating up, especially in the black community, I don't think that's really possible unless you're talking about financially, which okay, it's easy to date up financially as a woman. If that's so easy, if that's what you're talking about. But mentally and education wise, that's not true because statistics show that black women are more educated than black men anyway. If we're going to talk about statistics.
I think what you're talking about, Keeds, and I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, is a lot of it is subjective to your views in it, and I feel like we're kind of talking on the generic woman. Now, obviously, your point about the black community is a good point because that's making me think but I think this whole conversation is down to what do you class as up, really, isn't it? That's really what it comes down to, yeah. And I feel like
What
it's
happened
not.
to Chink? Oh,
I
sorry.
think his connection's gone or something. Is
I'm
you
here.
got
I'm
him?
here. I'm back here.
Oh, he's here. Sorry, yeah.
You're
Chinks
not though.
No, just quickly, and then Chinks.
Your screen's frozen, but you're gone, Leo.
His calm is there, man. And I
I'm
think
back in.
the subjective of up for a lot of people is a guy that offers like a more to them. Do you know what I mean? So like
You're
he's
good now,
gonna,
Leo.
like financially, maybe he's more attractive. And I'm not saying that they think they're butters and the guy's thingy, but it's just that's where the concept I think of Kevin Samuels was going with, was saying like a guy that will offer you more, that with that person you'll have that added value. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but so I think obviously when you're going through it, Keed, you're like, no, I don't think like that, but the generic person doesn't think like you. So
I don't know. Like, I think obviously, my whole point is just that you have to have like quite low values to feel that somebody being more attractive and earning more money than you is dating up, and that's of value.
But
I
then,
don't think
we have
that's
to consider what Chinks
necessarily.
is saying about your biological wiring, which is what he he started by saying that
But
was like the
that's
way
not.
your
But
biological.
I don't think that's correct. I don't think that he can say that a biological wiring means that if a guy has more finances than me, I'm going to feel safer or there's going to be security. Because I've been with guys that have way more money than me and I don't feel safe and I don't feel secure. And I know there's other women as well where finances just isn't enough. I think when you've seen money, that shit doesn't impress you. You need more. And I think that's what Adam was saying about like guys' mentality, like them not being, you know, they're narcissistic and or whatever he was saying. It's so much more than what you can offer financially, which makes a woman feel safe. A woman can be with a broke guy and feel safe.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, Chinks. That's what I was. Chinks, what's your rebuttal to that? Yeah, what's your rebuttal to that, Chinks? Your audio's cut out.
So, like, so let's not exclude. Can you hear me at all?
Thanks,
yeah, you're good now.
Let's not separate it by race, innit? Let's not separate it by race. If we put all women in one room, yeah, and we say it's either you're with a black man or a man with money, who do you think the majority is choosing as a woman?
I don't know. I think there needs to be more context behind that, and I would like to think that women would want more context behind that. Because Elon Musk at one point was broke. Elon Musk was broke for a very long time, actually. So, you know, and there could be an Elon Musk or there could be a Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson might have a lot of money, but Mike Tyson might end up broke. Isn't it about rather the mentality of that person rather than what they have financially?
No, but this is what I'm saying, KEEDZ. You're talking from your perspective, which is probably the minority, whereas what CHINX is talking about is the majority.
You know,
I don't think it's
Let me help out here.
I don't think it's the majority.
This what's happening.
You know what? Before you move it on here quickly, Rhino, because
Chinks. I want to elaborate what Chinks is saying. What Chinks means, yeah, because you're more looking at it in hindsight, KEEDZ. He means it as in off the bat baseline. You're not going to go for somebody your basics. You want somebody that's going to be comfortable. You're not necessarily going to go with somebody that has nothing. If you had a pool of guys to pick from, you're going to pick somebody that's more set in opposed to somebody that's not. You want your as your baseline foundation. Like if you when you go on, like when you're buying a car, you set your minimum and maximum value and whatever. You're going to set your minimum requirements as doing something with themselves, good mentality, you know, financially decent, maybe not comfortable in living life, but you want a man that's going to be at a nice baseline. So what Chinks is trying to say is that women will standardly always go for somebody that's more comfortable than the other person in any, because that's like me, is what I said to you earlier. When you're talking about looks and personality, like, it's like you're gonna still look at the personality as much as the looks thing. It still matters what that person's about. So what Chinks is basically saying is that you guys are never gonna be with a broke person. You're not gonna pick if you know someone's broke off the bat. You're not going for that person.
I've been with broke guys though, so I don't. Okay, all right.
So you knew the person was broke off the bat.
Yes. So you're talking about the majority. Okay, can we stop saying women, because I feel like you saying women is just like putting all women into this category, which I don't think is fair.
But you know what we're doing? We're doing a generalization, because if we had to count for every single person, if we had to count for, let me just say, if we had to count for every single person in the world, we'd never, ever, ever get anywhere. We'd spend most of our time stuck on one point. Every other industry, car insurance, rent, cats, we all do generalizations because we're human beings. So it's just a common sense way of progressing with a conversation. Because say for example, I could tell you to drink water. What you're doing now is saying, but if you drink too much water, it can drown you. So does that mean we should never say drink water? Like, do you know what I mean? There's mitigating circumstances to everything. But if we're gonna focus on the minority for every generalization we make, we're never gonna get anywhere. We're not saying that every single woman in the world ever born from someone is this way. That's not what we're saying in any way. So I don't know why we have to specify generalization.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I think actually that the issue is that we focus so much on the majority in so many world issues and so many conversations instead of actually focusing on the minority. Because if we focus on the majority, we know the majority of people don't give a shit about what they do, what they watch, who they follow, who they fuck, and the majority of maybe a certain subset of women, they will think in a certain way, but I find it very difficult to believe that the majority of women will go with a guy just because of financial gain rather than finding out what's inside him. I think that's what's in social media, that's what's in Instagram, but I think in real life, I find it hard to believe that in real life, especially Black women going through the struggles that we go through as single individuals, or, you know, single parent homes and working from 16 and things like that, that we're going to be looking at a guy and being like, oh, well, he has more money, let's go for him. I just
So you're
struggle to believe that the majority of women do that. I think there's a certain subset of ratchet or low level or shallow or
why do you
people
keep
that do not have
demonizing it?
knowledge. I'm not, because I'm not demonizing it. I'm saying that if
You
you
are. You're
go for
calling
a
them
man with
ratchet.
money, but that is a ratchet mentality,
All right, so let me just ask. Let me keep it
or it's a
specific
low
because
level
I
mentality,
think
I think.
you're arguing a fact. I think personally. So you see how you said Elon Musk and
Fact.
Tyson, yeah, yeah. So you see how you said they were broke and then they got money. You being 100% honest right now, do you think they got more women when they were broke or when they had money? And just be honest. Do you which way do you think they got more money? I mean, not
I
more
think
money
they
with
got
more women.
more
When they were, do you
low
think they got
level
more women when they were
women.
broke or when they were rich?
I think they attracted more low level women when they
Why
got
do you always?
money.
But then it's more women, and then it's more women, isn't it?
But
I
we
mean,
can't just categorize high level and low level women into one category.
Yeah.
We can't
No,
just
yeah,
do
but
that.
KEEDZ,
we're
do you know
making up the
why I
majority. We're not
No,
disagree with
saying.
what
We're
you're
not
you
saying?
saying.
did
Yeah.
that.
Go on, you
We
go.
never did that.
And then why I disagree with that is because celebrities only go out with celebrities. So when you say a guy that's got more money, he's going to attract females with more money too. I don't think it's just specifically when you got more money, you're only attracting low standard
That's a good
women. I
point.
feel
That's a
like,
good point.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but what I think CHINX is trying to say, KEEDZ, I get what you're saying. There's more to something. There's the surface. It's not surface level, but he just means it in terms of just your baseline. Like right now, you're gonna go when you're going to buy a house. You're going to make sure the basics are in order. I don't think specifically you're going to go for a guy that's not doing anything for himself. Because it's the same way you're criticizing females and saying low level females. You're going to consider that guy as a low level guy if he's bumming, he's not doing that in himself. I think that's what CHINX.
Yeah,
So the way
that's
you're,
different. But I don't think that's not what I was saying. Like obviously, yeah, I
yeah,
said that
go on,
somebody has the
elaborate. Yeah.
evidence
And then
that
CHINX,
they're
you can
doing
respond on it, or
things.
Leon or whatever. Yeah, we're going.
And also, a guy could be getting money, but he could have like a low moral compass. He could be, well, obviously, like shotting, or I don't know, not to like demonize shotting, but I don't really think it's, you know, a high moral compass position. So I don't know. When you just say like, who are you gonna date off the bat? Somebody that doesn't have money and somebody that does have money. I think there needs to be more context behind the way that these people think and why they're in the position that they're in.
Okay.
Because one person could have an inheritance and the other person could be working towards, you know, making money.
I think I can bring this together a little bit because I think like what CHINX, and correct me if I'm wrong, CHINX is saying is like we are people in here that are having a conversation that the average person probably wouldn't have. We're spending our time on a podcast talking about these things in depth and going into it like on an intellectual level. Majority of the world is controlled by what we see on our phones and what's by the news. So they don't have the free will and the mindset that we have. So I think in this certain conversation, none of the points that you're saying, KEEDZ, are like completely out. They're not non-valid. I get what you're saying, but I think what CHINX and what I was trying to say was, if you have a group of women in a room, they probably don't think the way that we think. So like for them straight away to, if you say, look, there's a door there with a guy with money and there's a door there with a guy without money, that a woman, in my opinion, takes comfort from security from a man. I'm not saying that they need that. You might be a woman that's on here that's saying, I don't need that. I can take, I'm a hustler, I can build, But a lot of women will be like, no, I feel secure. They might not even know about that man. But the fact that he's financially well and that he's got more to offer in their eyes than the other door is the fact that if he's got money, and somebody put the point in here, Adam put it, where it says like money creates a sense of security and suggests conscientiousness and discipline. So that's kind of where we're talking from that aspect, as opposed to every woman's that. CHINX, is that kind of where we're at?
I mean,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's
I
just
hear what you're
you know, it's just
saying.
crazy how we're stuck on the same point for so long. Do you know what I mean? Because let's just say, just to kind of nip this in the bud, if they all, whatever you regard as value, yeah, kids, let's just say there was a broke man who ticked all your boxes for what you value, and then there was a rich man who ticked all your boxes for who you value, for what you value, that class them as a high value man. There's a broke man in there, exactly the same. Everything else except their money is different. You're going to choose the poor guy.
I'm gonna
No, but
choose whichever one's
Keys,
personality
yeah,
bangs.
yeah.
Like,
Keys gonna add context there. I know.
I don't
I see what
understand. Like, I
she's
don't
gonna.
even see in what real life scenario are you gonna tell somebody go through this door and there's a rich nigga, go through this door, there's like that's just
We're
it just
just
it
using an
doesn't
example
even
there.
So now,
We're
no,
just
but
using an
it
example.
doesn't
now we're
even
questioning now we're
mean
questioning
that's like
hypotheticals.
okay, so then that's like me saying go through this door, there's a bad bitch, like 10 out of 10, flat stomach, big
I've
ass,
gone already,
titties
kids.
all
Wait,
up
kids,
in
I've
the
gone
air.
already.
And
I'm already
is
through the door. I don't
okay,
Listen,
but
ugly bitch.
boo! I kick the door
I
down.
don't
Boo!
I'm going with the ugly bitch.
Stop.
I said,
I
let me
didn't
in,
even
let me
I
in.
didn't say ugly. Okay, no, this is the two
I said, boo!
situations I'm
Let me
giving.
in, let me in.
And we need to read the comments, okay? Because it seems like people in the comments agree with me, but you lot don't. Anyway, so you have one door with this bad bitch, body, all of that, right? And you have another door, maybe with like a girl like me, like she's on her way to getting to that stage. You're telling me you're gonna go for the bad bitch, right? That's what you're saying?
I think
I don't.
majority guys might. Yeah.
I just want to clarify. So, like, my analogy was poor or rich. Because you see how you like to add context in it. So, what I think
Yeah, that's
men,
what
a
I'm
lot of men.
saying. So
So
bad
I'm going
bitch,
good.
10
So I'm
10
going good
body, and then
looking.
average girl,
No. I'm going good looking
potential
or
to
ugly.
be no, because
I'm gonna
I
go
don't
for the
how
better
is
looking girl. Call me shallow if you want, but I'm at that age where I'm gonna procreate. I don't want ugly
you
children.
don't even know
You
if she
I
has
see?
a BBL, you don't even know if
You
she has
see?
fake
No, but
titties, you don't
Keeds,
know what.
Keys, you know what you've
well,
just done. He's just doing what you've done. So he's saying, okay, but which one's better looking? You see what I'm saying? So we can always add context to something, but we have to set a baseline, innit? It's like saying, do you want to be rich or poor? Then you're going to say, oh, but it depends where you get the money from. In general, do you know what I mean? We're just trying to find a baseline. So I'm trying to think of the best way to kind of explain it.
and sorry
Yeah,
to
go on,
interject,
Chicks.
Rhino. And we're not
Yeah, now
trying
go on,
to
do your thing. Do your thing.
we're not trying to I'm not trying to demonize it or make it like negative. Like my mum, I like to think she was selective with who she procreated with me for. So because my dad's not bruck. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I appreciate that she was very selective with who she chose to have me with. I would much more prefer she was with someone who has money than not, because there's certain struggles in life that my dad was able to help me through. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say women are bad for. I know there's like a negative connotation on women that are gold diggers. I'm not saying that at all. Get the best out of what you can get in life. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
saying there's nothing wrong with it. I understand there's like deeper levels and who you are as a person and stuff, and that contributes to it as well. But if you're someone who's poor and you're happy with it, I'm gonna question what type of person you are anyway in life. Like, do you get what I mean? Why are you not ambitious? Why do you not want to do better for yourself? I know money's not everything, but in this life, you need money. Like, do you get what I mean? So now, if you're
Yeah.
poor, I'm questioning if you're okay with being poor. What's wrong with you? Why do you just want the less out of life? Why do you not value yourself enough to work to do better for you? Now I'm thinking you've got low self-esteem issues because you're just
To
broke
be
and you're
honest, I
okay.
agree. I agree with you because I feel like what Adam was saying, it's so hard to find any value, like no offense, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's hard to find a value outside of a man, outside of finances. So for women to go for finance, stop right now. For women to go for finances, it makes sense because honestly,
Oh,
it's hard to
so you
find the
agree with
value
us then?
outside of
All
finances
right,
and
big
dick.
up kids,
So to be
big up
honest, if
kids,
women
big
are
up
going for
kids.
finances, they
Yeah.
can do that. Go for it. At
Big
least
up
you get
kids.
something.
Yeah, it took 20 minutes, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Big up
Bada
Cheers.
bop
kids.
boom
Yeah.
pow.
I mean, you can only get financial security, not downstairs.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And even though you're putting down men in the same way you're accepting my point, just because I'm so glad for the progress, I'm gonna let that even slide. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you, CHINX. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Exactly. You could call me shallow if you want, yeah, but I'm lucky, yeah. I've grown up. From when I was born, my grandma, and my mum told me, the midwife told my mum I was cute. And from growing up my whole life, all that I've had is positive reinforcement externally for the way I've looked. And I think that's filled me with self-confidence and self-esteem that I appreciate, because I have friends, men and women, who don't have that. So I'm maybe I'm shallow, but I want my kids to be as best looking as they can be, because I appreciate my self-esteem so much. I don't want my kids thinking at any point that they're ugly. So I'm gonna
I hear that.
try my best to procreate with someone who's aesthetically pleasing. Do you get what I mean? Big up the ugly girl them said wait. You get what I'm saying? But...
Hit the hoe.
Yeah, baby.
Oh shit!
That was
Hey,
the
that's
one.
hilarious. That is
Yeah,
exact one. I swear, done. If that happens to my
Yeah,
child, I'll be very
baby.
upset. Yeah, baby.
The key, you get it now. Like majority of women would, a majority, yeah, they would.
I don't know. I mean, majority would imply that, you know, if there's 7.9 billion, then over half of them would do that. But I believe that a majority of the subset of women that you guys are specifically talking about, yes, that perhaps they might do that. Yeah. In the same way that the majority of men would probably go for a more aesthetically pleasing woman. And that's really sad, but it's just the
You reckon?
society that we live in. I do think that's sad. Yeah, I do think that's sad. Yeah, I do.
Why?
Well, you disagree, CHINX?
Broke niggas matter.
No, of course. But they're just gonna finish last. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think that. To be, I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
After the guys who have financial stability and all the attractive men pick what they want out the women, they get what's after, basically, I think.
Financial stability is also subjective as well.
Yeah, but everything is. Every single conversation we've ever had on this is subjective, so you don't need to highlight that every time.
I think, you know, obviously, women.
Deep down, you don't like me, innit? You don't like me.
I love you, CHINX. You're my
I know, but
favourite
that
person that comes on the panel.
love and like is two different things. I love you too, but love and like
No,
is two
me
different
like
things.
you as well. Me love you. Me like everything.
Boy, I could tell you the sky is blue. She'd be like, no, it's a reflection of the water. I really
I know what you're trying to do right now.
I'm trying. It's not working. I was really trying. I'm being dumb.
It's too much yellow in one thing.
No, honestly, no, 100%, man. What it is, I feel like KEEDZ, she's got a bit of Neji in her sometimes, where they always try to be a bit too lateral with things, and like it's like,
that's a great
word.
word.
You know what I mean? Like all the time. So it's like she always just has to add the context, but then when she's happy with it, she'll just take the context away. It's like, okay, hold on, man. If we add the context to that now, okay, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it makes it and I feel like, honestly, I don't even, I was gonna say it's a female thing, but it's not, because like I said, Neji does it as well. But I feel like sometimes a female or people, they don't realize when they're doing it. Do you know what I mean? And then when you do it back, it's like, hold on, what do you mean? But it's like, same with CHINX just said, okay, there's context to everything. There's context to everything in this show. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Same way there's a lot of shows where you said, oh, men always do this or men do that. You haven't, there's times you've spoke about men and you haven't added the context. But we're not going to sit here and say, oh, but you know what I mean? Because we just need to try to understand where the person's coming from. But at least we got there in the end. You know when you swim that mad length and then you're just.
I mean, we got there in your mind, in the mind of the people on the panel. We got there, but did we really get there?
You know what it
is?
Yeah,
because
sometimes you can talk.
Do I really believe that shit? Like, no,
oh, where you said agree to disagree.
Now, yeah?
Toxic.
I should have known from the first comment you
We'll be vibing.
Oh my gosh, she's got things to do. Like, yeah, you man, yeah, man, yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
As long as it makes sense to you.
I believe that.
You know what?
You said Neji 2 defensive line masterclass.
Yeah, he's getting cooked. You know what? Sometimes we got to be able
big
to
up your goal as well.
We got to be able to speak from the general point of view and take our opinion out of it, because really that's what society is. It isn't how many of us think in it. So yeah, I hear that. And like, obviously, like you might hear like people us saying about like women date up and stuff, but the reality is that's happening a lot. Do you know what I mean? That's the reality. So
yeah,
no, because you know, imagine Leon now. Yeah, the other day I had to renew my car insurance. Yeah, so I put my age in. I put down that I've had no claims. I put down my postcode. My price has doubled. I'm like, hold on, why is my price doubling? They're like, based on the car accidents in your area and the type of vehicle you have. But then I'm gonna do a KEEDZ now. I'm gonna just run. Yeah, but if you add context, me personally now, my driving record isn't really that bad. So you can't really charge me based on what you charge everyone else, because there's context everywhere. Like, you know, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. That's a masterclass. Masterclass. I can't lie. CHINX supports Arsenal. I'll take a masterclass.
So can I ask you a question, KEEDZ?
Make sure you got the context,
if you don't mind. You said that you was with I don't know if you said highly valuable man, but you was with a.
I know. I'm gonna fuck you up.
You said that, yeah. Earlier you said you was with a 6-figure man and you couldn't stand him and you left him. Why was that? If you don't mind me asking. If it's not too personal.
I feel like his communication was poor. He was very like codependent emotionally. He kind of like made his life.
Like he relied on you
like
too much.
Dependent. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, to be validated, to feel that he had, you know, a purpose in life. And I feel like he made his life a bit too much about me, to the point where he was getting lost. And I felt that if I wanted to walk all over him, I could. So I didn't think that it was healthy for him to be with me, or for me to be with him, because I started to lose respect for him.
Oh,
that's interesting.
So you like that's funny. Interesting.
Yeah, go on, CHINX, go on.
I'm following you. I like the way you set that up. Go on.
Oh no, because I feel like cool.
Thank you guys. I love y'all. You know, in the comments, love y'all.
Yeah, of course they're gonna look KEEDZ. But listen, anyway, so
stop.
Look, so
Stop.
what I'm trying to say, yeah, is
Mitchell.
Mixed Mitchell.
Big up Mixed Mitchell as well.
He wasn't a leader at all.
But that's what I was going to say to you, KEEDZ. So this is kind of where I'm going with this. So you're with this guy. He's very stable financially, more than stable, should I say? And he seeks attention in certain areas where he might feel, what's the word I'm looking for? He needs, what's the word I'm looking for, people?
Right now, I feel like you're trying to spin your own story.
No.
He's
He's
what?
seeking
reinforcement.
Yeah, there's something. There's something missing. So you know what they say, like emotionally, he's missing something in his life where he needs that reassurance. He's got money, he's got everything. You know what I mean? So he's missing that. So what was wrong with you providing that for him, or do you feel like he was kind of draining too much?
It was too much. Like, he got with me. He didn't want to see his friends. He didn't want to hang out with anybody else. He wanted to be with me every day. Like, it was too much. And then also, I felt like he hadn't worked through his own things internally. So he started dropping these bombs on me about his childhood, about his emotional stuff. And I was like, babe, you need to get therapy. You can't keep on putting this on me, because I've got my own stuff going on. And you're like, it's too much for me, because the way that you're dropping it is not even as if you've processed it yourself. This is the first time you're you know, giving this information, and whilst he's processing it, he's telling me, and it's like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with the mood swings. You know, we have an argument, you're walking out the house and disappearing for hours, turning off your phone. Like, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Like, what the, like, and then another thing is, on my birthday, on important occasions, you want to throw money at me. I don't like that. That shows me that you haven't looked into who I am. Why don't you buy me an aloe vera plant? Why don't you buy me a book? Why don't you do something nice for me? You're throwing money at me because you haven't even taken the time to get to know who I am. And because you have money, you feel like money solves everything. Money doesn't solve everything. Like, I can't deal with this shit.
Money
You
solves a
got
lot
time
of
for
things,
that?
though.
Well,
So would you say, you know, if you could paint your perfect man, keys, you think you know, like, what type of man you'd want? Because I'm hearing what you're saying now of why you didn't like this guy, but I remember an episode we were talking about, like, with Dan. Remember talking about with Dan, and it was like, your partner. What was it like? Your opposite partner having friends, and you was like, you would like your man to be all for you. Do you remember when we said that? Like, if your man wants to hang out with his boys too much and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I was saying that I was saying that I feel like the priority should no longer be their friends. So, for instance, quality time should be set aside for me, but he should also spend time with his friends, but in a balanced way, not in a thing where it's like, you know, every weekend I'm with my boys, you can't get no time. So I'm saying there needs to be a balance, but I'm just saying that the thing is, me, when I'm single, I take myself to Hakkasan, I take myself on holiday, I go to the gym, I do everything that I do as an individual. I go to the spa. So when I get with a guy and we're doing all these things, my life is still normal. I'm just doing it with somebody else. But the thing is, he never did anything until he got with me. So outside of me, he doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have a life. So now he's creating his life with me, and that's a problem. Like, we both need to have our
Is
own
it?
individual lives. So when we come together, like, we have a life together, but we also have a separate life and separate hobbies. Like, for me, I don't want somebody who's just, you know, they don't have a life, but then all of a sudden they have a life with me, because then they start to idolize me, and it's almost as if they can't live without me. And I can live without you because I've been living by myself for a long time. So we're not going to be on the same page. Like, when I need space, you're going to want to be with me.
It's mad though, because it's like, as a man who's trying to, let's just say I was a man who wanted to get with you, I'm fucking confused. Like, do you know what I mean? 'Cause I don't know. You don't, like, you get what I'm saying though, like, because you don't want. So it's like a funny balance, because like you have your own stuff going on, but then again I got to have time for quality time, but then I can't pour myself all into you. So I don't know, man. I'm a bit lost.
I mean, I just
I
think
don't
it's
know.
normal, honestly. I don't know. I guess it depends on the individual's life and how they operate. Or if somebody doesn't have that type of lifestyle or understand the balance of, like, entrepreneurship or having your own space and being comfortable with yourself, then of course you won't understand it. And then I'm not the type of girl that you can date. And exactly, I don't want to be no one's mum. And I felt like that's where it was going, you know. Me have to
That's
cook, me have to
crazy.
clean, me have to, no, I'm not doing all that all the time.
Is
So,
it?
wait, Chinks, you say first. I was gonna ask something.
Now go on, Leon, because I feel like what you're going to say is way more intellectual than whatever
No,
I'm
I
going
was
to
just
say.
Chinks is just dumbfounded. He's
no, don't do that, bro. Man's been watching the content, bro. You're intellectual, bro. Man's been watching it. Man's been watching. Nah. So for you, it was like the aspect of the financial six-figure guy. Financially, he's sorted. So that wasn't as in, because you made it clear on here, that's not as important to you. You'd rather have someone who's poor with a personality, right? That's basically what you were saying earlier. KEEDZ, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, was it like the fact that the other boxes that you had weren't ticked or something? Because you're saying, like, so this guy's basically like, did he? What there was? What are you laughing at?
I'm
Right.
laughing at the comments, but
Yeah,
ignore
they're
me.
going in
Don't
still.
worry.
Rory's killing it. So basically, was it like he was emotionally dumping on you? Is that basically what you're saying? Basically,
Yeah, he was emotionally dumping on me, and he was making his whole life about me. Everything he wanted to do, he wanted to do with me. If I wanted to go to the shop, this guy wanted to go to the shop with me. Like, it was too
that's
much.
mad. Still, that's mad.
It was
So
too
wait,
much.
is this the constipation? Is this the constipation thing? Okay, cool. Makes sense.
Oh, this is, you know, I'm sick, you know, because I think that's adorable, man. Like, do you know what I mean? That he, you know, that finding someone who loves you like that and wants to be all around the nothing but Andy. That's
Look at her face.
What? You said I think that's adorable. I just think that's a bit of a pause moment.
Why, man?
I know you got me there, but I'm in context
Why?
of your situation. Like, do you
Why
know what I
not?
mean? Like, maybe I'm a bit sick, yeah.
Right.
Maybe I'm a bit sick, yeah. But like, I like my person to be all about me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, to love me to the point where it's almost unbearable. Like, and maybe I have issues myself. I'm fine to admit that. But now I know that you're all about me.
Wait,
Like,
one second. Did you start
partner-
nodding, Keeds, when he said maybe I've got issues? He's rude, you know. The girl started nodding when you said maybe
No,
I've got
but
issues. Just started nodding her head.
I'm sorry.
She's probably right, though. She's probably
What?
right. She's probably
You know,
not. She's probably right. I know my upbringing wasn't
I want
perfect,
to
so
be
I can
polite
admit
with you,
that.
and I prefer not to answer to the question.
Right, man. Carry on,
Keeds is
Jinx,
on.
sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Go on, Chinks. Yo,
I
got
know
said,
I've got
hey,
issues,
yo,
but like
Chinks. He said, hey, yo.
yeah, I went mad because I was thinking like I don't know why you wouldn't want that, because like I love my women to be all about me. Like I'm their not like number one priority, but like I like feeling that someone feels like they don't know what to do without me. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I know, I get what he's saying, because like at the end of the day, yeah, because people, what's the way for me to put it? People, you gotta hate what you wish for sometimes. You know, you're gonna be put in a situation one day
Yeah,
where
you're
the
right.
person, you know what I mean. So, and you can look at it both ways. I feel like you're gonna get with somebody that's not gonna give you all that guy gives you. Then you're gonna complain he's not giving you all that attention. Do you know what I mean? Then when you get that attention, it's like, oh, it's too much. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes I feel like you have to be careful what you wish for. And I feel like you just need to have a good balance, man. Like, if he's doing that, have a conversation with him. Maybe encourage him. You know, ask him and find out if he... Obviously, now I'm going to add her context. Did he have other friends? Is he a loner? Is he lonely? Because they say with money, you get left at the top. Remember, he could have gone through a situation where he's processed to making money now. He's just lost a lot of people because maybe a lot of people are fake. Now he's finally found love in somebody. He's an emotional dump. But at the same time, it's like, maybe, I'm not saying it's your job, but maybe there's more that you could have done to kind of find out more about what it is about. You feel me? Like, and then maybe you could have figured out for him. Maybe he's got brethren there and you could motivate him and say, look, trust me, man. I don't want you to be too whipped on me, but you know what I mean? Go out with your friends and that. Enjoy some time out with your lads and that. You might help him. Because, you know, life is mad, man. It's mad still. Big up those of you in the chat. Love United.
You're never going to get the perfect balance.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
But that was an excellent result by Man U today, though.
Yeah, come on, man. Big up the Arsenal massive. He said, United this shit, man's talking about this right now. No, Sundays, man. Love United. I talk about this every Sunday, man.
I hear what you're saying.
You had a good result
like,
today, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. Liverpool, hold that. Hold that. Shameless.
You lot have been amazing with Liverpool today this season. Knocked them out of cup now. You just took the league from them. Big up you, man. Big up you, man.
Nah, anytime.
So sorry, KEEDZ, yeah, because I'm just.
Yeah.
This is really
and big up your goal as well.
This is really interesting to me, yeah, because I think that's the word, perplexing for me, yeah, because I could tell you read, but what, like I have the other issue where women say they'd want me to be more that way, so it kind of warms my soul that there's women who don't like that. Do you know what I mean? And to build on that, yeah, you see, like his personality, yeah. Sorry, what did I say that was wrong? Go on.
No, continue.
Like,
you never said anything wrong,
like,
darling. You never say anything wrong.
I'll stop that. You're making me blush now. Stop it. You've been too nice to me, man. Stop it.
Yeah, Rhino, take me out. This is getting uncomfortable. Take me out.
So, fuck you know. I stop it, you lot, man. Okay, what was I saying? You regroup.
Yeah, regroup, darling.
Yeah. So boom. You see this guy that he wanted to be around you too much, yeah, and he was too overbearing.
Mm,
What was he actually like when
mm.
you was around him? Was he actually fun to be around, or was he not?
Not really. Like the thing is, I
Yeah,
like
that I
when a
think that
guy gives
explains
me
it.
attention. I like when a guy gives me attention, but I also want you to have your own life. That's it. I'm just saying at the bare minimum, why is your life constantly evolve around me? And do you know what? You can be very nurturing as a woman and almost make a man feel so comfortable that he doesn't want to move forward because comfortability almost breeds failure. And that's why you see men in relationships, they start putting on weight, they're not getting a shape up, things like that. I'm a very um I don't know if ambitious is the word, but I'm very meticulous with my time, with what I do, with where I go. So I want a guy that's also like that. Like, yo, come on, let's run through this brick wall. Do you know what I mean? We can have fun, but let's also get shit done. And I also want him to have his own time. I want him to go out with his boys. I want him to, go on holiday. I want him to do whatever. Don't just make your whole life around me. Cause that is too much. Like, I wanna miss you. And also, I feel like it was also
Mm.
a collation of the fact that he wasn't my ideal type on top of it. I was attracted
Bingo.
Oh,
to
There.
tread
You
him.
just
carefully.
didn't like
Wait,
him,
Tread
wait,
kids.
let me
You just
wait,
didn't like
stop.
him,
tread
Wait,
kids.
stop. Hold on.
carefully.
Hold
Tread
on. Hey, shut up
carefully.
right
They say she a gold
hold
digger,
on.
but she ain't
No,
messing
no,
with no
hold on.
broke. Yeah. I'm joking. I'm
Calm
joking.
down. So I knew him since I was like 16, but when I started being around him, we were friends for a very long time. But I started finding how he moved very attractive. Like he was, average or whatever, but I was like, he's attractive in the way that he moves and the way that he carries himself. But aesthetically, if I saw him on Tinder or something, I would not swipe like right. So what I'm saying is that was what drew me to him. So when he started acting the opposite way of that, of course, it's going to be very difficult for me to continue to engage in a situation when you're now doing the polar opposite of everything I liked about you. You're starting to become unattractive to me to the point where it's like, I don't even want to have sex with you. And the thing is, even if a guy is extremely attractive to me, if I start to find his personality unattractive, find it very difficult to have sex with that person, even if they're extremely attractive. If they start doing shit that like gets me angry or frustrated or disappointed, it's very hard for me to want to, be intimate with that person.
Oh, big up Mitchell. There's nothing wrong with that. Would you say you're picky, kids?
Pick until you pick shit.
I know, but you gotta have standard because I think like, are you compromising?
I feel like I have compromised in the
Pick up your
past when it
girl.
comes to relationships, but now at this point, I would not commit to a relationship unless I feel that, okay, this is something very serious, like absolutely serious. I would not agree to be someone's girl at all. Never. Unless I'm 100%
Never.
certain that, yeah. No, I'm being serious because I'm 29, I'm almost 30, I'm a believer. I want to get married. I'm not trying to bring a man around my family and around my mom or my dad or whatever that's not serious. Like I was even saying to myself, if I start dating a guy, he needs to come meet my cousins that are in Brom, and my cousins in Brom are serious, like because
Okay.
I'm not on no joke thing. So if a guy, all of this go with the flow, all this bullshit about we'll see what happens, I'm not on that. If you don't know what you want, then don't. I just can't bother with it.
So, what
I hear you.
initially?
Sorry
No,
about that.
no, it's very insightful. Still, I'm just curious to what initially. This will be the last point as well before we close out. You lot smash the likes. There's still just under 60 of you in the building. Make sure you sub to Leon's channel, CHINX's channel. You find KEEDZ on this channel. Maybe soon she'll start her own channel as well. And yeah, those of you, I think most of you are still on Twitter as well.
Cash at
Yeah.
me.
Cash
Tell him, man. Sell it to
Hey,
the
you
Hey,
know,
boy.
stop. I
Keeds
be
is
saying some
shameless.
mad shit, you know. Rhino knows that.
Hey, nah, big up Keeds.
Get that.
That's hilarious. You spent the whole show talking about ratchet women not being a gold digger, and the closest statement was gas at me. She's a wind up. You're a wind up. You're actually a wind up, Keeds.
If a super chat,
You don't know
comes in,
this.
I'm gonna give it straight to Keeds.
I don't care about money.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, nah, it's interesting, man, and it's funny. But what in his Prince of Persia
Ooh,
said you
I
take
love
Dogecoin.
Bitcoin. I was
This
gonna
is
say for my birthday, I only want
I
Bitcoin.
said you
So
take
that's
Dogecoin. He's
all
a
I
G.
want. Buy me some
He's a
Ripple,
G.
buy me some shit. Like that's all I want.
she said all of us.
We want some Ripple.
Yeah, if you ain't got the money, at least have the potential. Like, do you know what I mean?
Have something.
No, I agree. Well, what I want to ask you, kids, because you made the point earlier, about the looks and the money thing. What attracted you to the guy in the first place? If you're saying he wasn't all that in the first place, how did you find yourself in that situation with him?
So at this time, like I was like celibate for a very long period of time, and he had some issues, like he had lost a parent. So I was helping him like clean out some stuff in his house, and we spent a lot of time in prayer, all night prayer in church, Bible study, just like constantly praying and doing stuff together. And I wasn't interacting with any other male or around any other male. So over the period of months, I was just spending time around him, and the way that he treated me, the way that he carried himself, just his word, his level of ambition, his integrity, the way that I saw him treat other women. I just thought, this is somebody that I could see myself. I was just thinking, if I had a husband or if I wanted to drop somebody, this is who I would want to date. But I didn't want to date him specifically. I was just thinking, if I did want to date someone, it would be someone like him. But obviously, I didn't realize that he liked me. And as time went on, he kept on getting
Oh,
closer and closer
you
and
didn't
closer to
know.
me.
You didn't know. You didn't know at
No,
all.
he
You
was
didn't have an
actually,
inkling.
no, I actually didn't. Like I was, speaking to someone briefly and he was talking to somebody else. So I just thought, we're friends. And I think I got wrapped up in this whole, we're Christian, we're praying, we're fasting,
Yeah, you
so I
did. He's a
think
scumbag.
I was very naive. What?
He used the law. He used the Bible to get you. He's a scumbag.
All
He's
right,
the
calm down,
worst.
CHINX. So I was very
I'm
naive,
sorry.
and I think as time went on, like
Did you just say
boundaries
that? Did
started.
you just say you were naive?
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
This was like 3 years ago.
Big up you. That's mad. I've never heard a woman say she was naive in my life. Big up you, man. I
Wow,
appreciate
you
that.
really need to get around some high level women, CHINX.
No, I like low level women, man. They're easier to deal with.
I know, I can tell you like them. They're very freaky. Them low level women, they be doing a lot. So yeah,
I
and
can't believe you
then
let him work that rubbish, tired game on you, kids. Any man
no,
that
but
wants
do you
to
know
spend
what?
loads of times around you, regardless of religion, death, whether he likes your hair, whatever it is, don't fall for that bullshit again.
No,
Because I
but CHINX
guarantee you, if you
also,
look like
there was a lot of pressure on me to get married at this time. And I actually thought, because in my church, I was like the only person that isn't married around my age. And, trying to speak to a guy who's not a Christian about marriage is something that's unheard of. Like getting married quickly
see that
and things
comment.
like that within a certain time period. So for me, I thought, me speaking to someone like him, it makes sense. He wants to get married, he's ready to settle down, he has all of these things in place spiritually. I fought emotionally, I fought financially, all this stuff. But yeah, I just think at that time I was a bit more vulnerable to wanting to be in a relationship, to get married and lock it in. One man, to me, boom, boom, yeah, you know, all of that. But now I just realized that it's not that deep. Like, I don't need to rush into getting married, and I need to focus on myself.
KEEDZ, you watch football? Do you watch football?
No, not really, not often, not anymore.
Do you know
I
what
do find it
do you know what the
interesting
offside
how
rule is?
you man like watching other man run up and down and then thing there, but you know, we move.
Don't do that.
Oh, I hate when girls come with this
It's the
mad
competitiveness of it.
when they,
No, but I love that. But yeah, before we defend our sports,
Oh,
yeah, I just want
it's
to say
about the
in football, yeah,
defenders. It's about the defenders like being
yeah.
in a certain
So
position.
basically, yeah,
I can't
what he did with
explain
you,
it, but I
yeah.
know when it happens.
No, you don't need to, because it's an analogy,
Please
yeah, for
stop.
what happened with you,
Stop.
innit? So what he did, yeah,
Stop.
in this scenario, yeah, you're the defender and Church Boy is the attacker, innit? So he was waiting for the right time for the ball to go over and for you to not be in attention. And then when he clocked that moment when you was
goal
vulnerable,
hanging.
no,
How
it was yeah.
wide
And then
do
right when
you
he saw
want
you was
the goal? How wide do you want the goal? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, saying that.
yeah, he
easy.
offside
Me
trapped
done
you.
learn.
He sat
Me
down.
done learn already.
Yeah, I might have to skip.
He was
next week.
patiently waiting, boy.
He's like,
He was
pushed it in, put in
patiently
the box.
waiting. He was patiently
Pushed
waiting.
it.
He waited till
Man, I
Keith's
just
back was
goal
turned.
hang.
He waited till
All
your
the while
back
in
was
my
turned.
goal
And
hang.
just made that Keith said, yeah, I was really vulnerable. It was at a time of my life when there was pressure on me to get married. He
I'm
waited for the
telling you,
perfect moment.
I already know this. I already know this. Like, trust me.
Oh, he's a sick man. Oh, you see, I don't know him, but if I ever take over the world, yeah, he's the first person I'm employing because he gets shit done and he's a
oh
patient
my
man. Because I know
days.
he was waiting in the wings for time. He was waiting for time.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
fam.
Man,
The fact that you said in the
Roy.
wings as well.
Yeah, my boy. We're
still on football, crazy.
Couldn't wait for that throw-in. Couldn't wait for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a sick man. This is why kids. I don't want my woman having any male friends. I don't trust even the church boy did it. Like, do you get what I mean?
No, I agree.
Even the
I
church
agree.
boy.
Like with the whole male friend situation to a degree. Like I wouldn't say that I have a male friend. I would say I
Rory's
have
killing me.
male
Rory said he took the
associates.
Lord's Vader day.
I can't have like a friend
It's
like
better that,
that's a
man.
male because you know if you're clapped you can, but I'm not clapped in any way. My face, my body, my mind. You know I'm not clapped. So
I can't lie. I've got something for homeboy now.
Yeah.
That's a red card for my man. Still red cards. Come off the pitch.
Yeah.
Get off the pitch. And I don't know. Do you think he's got better RIZZ than?
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
I big up the panel. I told as for
don't have it, go. Don't have it.
Hey.
Was that actually got? Would that weren't goal?
No, I'm showing the red card to
I think
the
that was mean.
experience. The experience that
Yeah.
KEEDZ had with the guy. I'm showing the red card to the guy. Because he tried to use
You know what? I learned a lot about myself, so I.
That's what I was gonna say. I was just gonna ask you that. So
Yeah.
you setting your standards with the whole looks thing and everything. Is that more of a kind of recent boundary you've set? Not like mad recent like last week, but yeah. That's what I was gonna ask you. Yeah,
definitely. I was all about personality. I thought that looks don't matter at all. Yeah. So it's very different now.
I suppose a man's value isn't in his looks, though, isn't it? I suppose it's a bit different
It's in his
Because I see some women
integrity.
with some. Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
That's what
100%.
I'm
I see
saying,
some women with
Chinks.
some men.
You see girls with some mad looking man. Like,
What?
but I see some
But
guys
then do
with
you?
some dead things.
But what level are
But the
they?
difference is the guys with the dead things, they look at you like they want to fuck you. The girls with the ugly guys don't necessarily look at guys like that.
I hear that.
But if you add content, no, I'm joking. You're right.
I'm
Oh
gonna just
my
leave. I'm gonna just leave.
Now
No,
we're
I'm
gonna end the
joking,
show
man.
right there. Are you not entertained, man? Word to Flawless. Are you not entertained?
Are
Smash
you
the
not
likes.
entertained?
Smash the
I
likes,
was
man.
gonna
There's
watch
still
Gladiator.
There's still 60 of you in the building. Most of you on Twitter. Come on, guys. Come on, you Twitter massive. Head over to the YouTube and let's smash the likes. Leon, what check are we on? Your God says W Show Rhino. Let's go through some of the comments. There's quite a lot of comments as well.
Oh my god.
Let's go through some comments, man. But big up Dragonfish, big up Rory, big up your GOAT, big up Mix Mitchell, obviously, Mod, big up Prince of Persia.
37 likes.
37. So we're 13 away from the 50.
Like that.
Yeah, let's get to 40, man. Let's get 40 right now. We can get 40 right now. And that'll be good. And I can close out. We've just done under 2 hours. So 3 of you people that haven't liked the video, smash the likes. And those 40 of you that are on Twitter, come on, man. Come on over to YouTube and hit the good old like button, It's on that Rhino MGTV channel. That good old like button, Turn it from
38 now.
38, come on, see? Easy. So you better you lot were just being stush. Better you lot were just being stush, right? Come on, let's get 40 quickly, expeditiously. Word to TI. Quickly, man. Who else is in there? Big up Benito as well. There's loads of it's too far up now.
So wait, can I just ask? So what do you think are the most important attributes of a woman? Like, if you're dating a woman, what's the most important aspects of that woman from a male point of the body?
That's it.
The body. Okay.
Man like Leon, yeah.
I'm joking.
I'm sorry. What the fuck?
No, I'm joking.
Are you thinking I'm gonna get a proper answer?
No. Go on. What do you say? What the most important things of a woman is? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hi. So
man said she ain't.
Yeah.
Woo! That's a warrior.
Warrior, put me in by myself.
Yeah.
I can handle it. I can totally take it. No, I think when you
what is this obsession with bum as well in the black community? Because I really think it stems from forget it. Don't worry. Let's just carry on. Let's not go into the root cause.
That could be
an ours. Why so much ours?
That's going to be the next topic. That's next week Sunday. That's next week Sunday. That could be a part 2 because we did.
With ours.
Yeah, because we did a video a couple weeks ago on why women are objectified, innit? So I think that would be a good part 2 to that. Why there's a lot of men that look at that, and we can dig deeper into it. And listen, the females ain't getting away with it because certain females are always looking for certain things as well. You get me? So. We're going to talk about that. But go on, Leon.
Know what they're looking for.
Yeah, we'll save that convo. We'll save it. We'll definitely save it. But you go on, Leon. You talk about your attributes as well. Even though they say 90% of jokes are true, and you did make a joke that
exactly about body. We write that down.
At this point, no comment. But yeah,
we're not doing that to Leon. We're not doing that to Leon. We're not gritty out of every single one of us. We're not doing that to Leon. We're not doing that.
You can't. KEEDZ, it's not going to work. But yeah, anyway. What was I going to say? I think for me, it's the way they carry themselves. Personality is a big thing. I think the mindset of a woman is very, very important. But at the same time, it has to be married with the aesthetics of a woman, and I feel like natural beauty is underrated massively. What? Why are you laughing?
Attractive, not overweight. Stop.
He said attractive, not overweight. He probably put not overweight though.
I said the BMI needs to be BMI. What is going on?
Nah, Nah, big up. We're not doing that to my guy Mitchell. Nah, man. What?
Nah,
What
big
is he
up
not allowed to have
Mitchell. Big up
standards?
I
Mitchell.
literally,
Yeah.
literally
Oh
said,
yeah,
I literally
standards.
don't care about
Big up
anything
Mitchell.
else. I'm done.
He said attractive, not overweight, personality, low body count.
Nah, I
Sorry,
respect.
but it has to be said because all men care about this. I literally don't care about anything else. Big up Mitchell.
Oh my days.
Mitchell's literally like, how many people have you slept
No,
with?
but he's no, but when
No, don't do that.
no, but he's got.
And she's,
Don't do that.
and
No,
my
There's some
God,
big up. I'm
valid
with,
points
I'm
in
with
there.
Mitchell.
Keith,
Mitchell,
stop
I'm not
rinsing it.
laughing. I'm not laughing, Mitchell. I'm not laughing, Mitchell. I'm with you. I'm just letting you know.
asking
Because
my gal, and you
if
actually
you want to
think
be
she's
shallow, yeah,
lying.
highlight that. You see, if you
What is
why
wrong
you
Hey,
think
with
your
she's
you?
God said.
lying?
We say you can tell. We
Your
say
God
you
said,
know,
nah, bro. Some
radar.
chunky women go crazy.
Man said body count radar. Body count
No,
radar. We say when you put
I
in, you can
chicks.
just tell
no,
how
but
much
you know
man
why
you've been with.
you know why he's
What is
Now
wrong
go on,
with
chicks.
you?
Sorry,
wow.
go on. Go
Well,
on.
now we're laughing at man. Now we're laughing at a man. We're laughing at a man who don't want a woman that's gone around the block. The bar is on the floor. The bar is literally
No,
on the floor. What's wrong with
Jinx,
that?
calm
Because
down.
if you
Stop
look,
being
yeah,
triggered. Walk on. Jinx.
no, wait. Do you know what? He's
I'm
got some
gonna be
valid points.
triggered, man. Because
I just think KEEDS, man. You just, oh yeah, it's just crazy. The way she just said BMI
Oh,
is mad.
God.
But no, he had some valid points there because
No,
you,
I'm not gonna lie, guys. My BMI says I'm obese, so let's just let's just cut
oh, so
that
that one
there.
triggered you a bit. Okay.
No, I
No, but you're
wasn't
not
triggered.
overweight
The
though.
girls say my
Because
thing set good. All right. They do not counter or attribute for black women of color and their booty and their breasts or whatever.
of
I'm not
course.
saying I can't lose
big
something,
up
but I
Jay in the
don't
building.
believe in that BMI shit. Hey.
Big up
No,
Jay.
but
Big up
you
Jay.
know what it
Here
is?
come true.
That's because if you look at like attractive and not overweight, yeah. So that's you could take it for surface level, but he wants somebody who looks after themselves, basically. Do you know what I mean? If you look at it on a deeper level, because if you're overweight, and I don't mean like slightly by European standards of obese, I mean if you're actually like overweight, overweight is old food on you. So in a way, it shows you don't have no discipline because you eat and you
What
eat
is
faster than a rate where your body
overweight?
can break it
Give
down.
me an example, like of overweight, because I would
300
say
pounds,
I'm
and those people
overweight.
that go on TV and no, but
What?
that's European standard though. Do you know what I
300
mean?
pounds.
Yeah, like you know, like them people that will be on like them TV shows and they can't get out of bed and they're like, oh, I
Yeah, but
can't
that's
stop eating. Like you
obese.
have no
That's
discipline.
obese,
Like you get.
James. That's too much.
Yeah, but that's what he said though. He said not overweight. Clearly, if we like a badonkadonk, you're gonna have a bit of weight on you.
Big fella.
So if we're being
What's up? You hear
realistic,
that new Kurt
if your
Franklin?
belly bang more than everything else, that's
Turn up. Every tear from the oh shit. You mind if I praise the Lord? Go ahead. Revolution. What you say?
Chicks,
that,
carry
yeah, that
on.
threw me
Ryder,
way
stop
off.
messing the thing up, man.
Yeah, so if we
Sorry, chicks.
if you take care of your weight, you care about yourself.
Carry
Like,
on.
do you know what I mean? So that you want someone who looks
Yeah,
after
yeah.
themselves. Personality, you don't want
Decent,
someone
innit?
who's
Decency.
dry and yeah. It's personality. You don't want someone who's dry and bland, who don't have no charisma or no like. If you don't have no personality, that means you ain't really got. I could be incorrect in saying this, but if you have personality, like you've been around people, you know how to communicate with people, you know in life and realms there's different types of people, and you can adapt and get along with a variety of
What
people.
is...
If you know what I mean.
Wait, let me check what 200 libs is. And
Pounds.
And
That's
then
pounds.
low
in terms
body
of
count.
what is a low body count? 100? Where's my
And
phone?
low body count is what do you call it? Because you know, like there's a spiritual connection, and everybody you sleep with, they take a piece of you, and you take a piece of them. Like you know, like all of that stuff. If you're that
Yeah,
type of person, if you're
100%.
someone who's just out there giving your energy to anyone and not valuing yourself, that's kind of a red flag. If you know what I mean. So I kind of agree with Mitchell in a way. To be
Some
honest,
short
sorry to be a
girls
long-winded.
waist bigger than their wingspan. Like you lot are taking the piss.
Wow.
Stop body shaming women, yeah? Because let me tell you something. Enough of you man ain't got no packs. Enough of you man got love handles, okay? Enough of you man don't do leg day. So don't come and start body shaming women when you have more titty than me, okay? Okay. Okay.
Wow.
uncle belly at
Mine
your
is getting
age.
confident with that as well, man. She can run the show. That's crazy.
Okay.
Mad confident,
Mad
confident,
confident with
bro.
a single screen, man. Crazy.
Mad confident.
Let's hear from Jay, man.
No, because women, we have a lot of pressure on us to look
hear
a
for Jay.
certain way.
No, I hear the matchstick leg things. Like it does happen, you know. Like the guys just do, like upper body, but that's what they like. But there's something for everyone, isn't it?
Upper body
Yeah,
only.
they don't do leg days, and that's okay because some girls might like that. Some women might like that.
That's a top heavy.
Again,
I'm not okay with that.
Do you know what? When you see people on the street, I think there is someone for everyone, and you can see that in the different people that get together. So there is someone for everyone. So you see them, those big people that you were talking about, CHINX, that are in the bed and stuff and can't move. There's somebody out there that's attracted to that. You understand? So I just feel that there's someone for everyone. Might not be
Yeah,
to
that's
your
true.
liking,
I'm not gonna lie.
but there's someone for everyone. Someone's gonna see someone and think, yeah, that's a bit of me.
Wait a minute. 200 libs is 14.2 stone. That's not even that much.
You know, I don't even weigh
Okay,
that.
5'2".
And I'm 6'5".
Okay, I weigh 13 stone.
You weigh more than me.
But I'm 5'5". I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm a bit heavy.
No, man,
Of
don't
course
say that,
I weigh
man.
more than you,
I
CHINX.
wouldn't say that. Yeah, but I'm
No.
6'5",
I feel
though. You
like I'm a
shouldn't.
bit heavy. That's what I'm saying. You're 6'5" and I'm 5'5", and I weigh more than you. It's not adding up.
Yeah, but I'm
But of
mager,
course,
though. I'm mager.
you don't have botos.
No, I ain't got nothing. But I'm not trying to shame anyone. You're like, do you know what I mean? Everyone's like, because I prefer big gal. I don't really like twigs. I like when gal have gal.
Man said I prefer skinny girl than fat girl. I like that as well. I hate when guys say they don't care about body. And then that's another thing. Just be real. If you like tit gal, say you like tit gal. And if you like skinny girl, say you don't like skinny girl. Don't be saying, oh, I only care about face. And then you don't like the gal and her bum is too much for you.
No, but that's true. Like, I'm a face man, though. The body that attached don't really. If you can pull it off, it don't really matter. Face is because even with the bum category, face first for me. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what I go for first, and then everything else can follow.
That's what you stare at when you're having sex with the person.
Some people are opposite.
That's
Some
just
people
what,
stay
like,
gates before face, innit? So it's do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them, innit?
Yeah, true. I don't know. I like to kiss, so I like to see something.
You like
do you
to
know what I
kiss?
mean? I don't know. I just like I appreciate pretty faces. It don't really matter if you're overweight or not.
So that's what I'm saying. So this ties in, it ties in well. It ties in well to what we're talking about. So do you feel like sometimes maybe you can get with somebody that
Belly
you
for
think
me is unattractive.
what is
Wow.
this?
Wow.
Oh, fat belly.
Wow.
Nah, man. You know what, Andrew?
Wow.
Andrew, sometimes a good pum pum have shelter. You know, good pum pum have roof.
Andrew
Don't
Tate.
forget that. You know.
Man said roof. Man said roof.
Yeah, good pum pum have shelter. Remember that. Yeah.
I'm saying mum shelter.
I don't know. You know what's weird, yeah? I'm aware, yeah. I don't really like flat stomachs. Do you man like flat stomachs?
I think a flat stomach is difficult to achieve. I think that if you have a person who's voluptuous, it's hard to achieve. It is possible, but it's hard to achieve and it's unrealistic.
I don't. You see, like when you hold your gal, you see, like man, you see when you stand behind your gal, yeah, and you like hug her like this, and you put her hand on her belly. If it's too flat, I don't like it. It feels like you're holding a man. Like you got to have a bit of shape. Yeah. Whoa.
Hey, Rhino, fuck off.
Nah,
Rhino, fuck off. What is wrong with you?
Man said a
What we
front
doing
off.
now?
We used to call them front
Rhino,
offs back in the day.
stop.
Man said a fronter, you know. You're disrespectful.
Front off, yeah, we used to call it front off.
That's disrespectful. Her body shaped like custard in a bag. That is crazy.
Man said custard in a bag.
That is crazy. That threw me off.
It's that though.
That threw me
Someone loves that.
off.
There are people that love that though.
So you see the people who love that, Jay. Do you think they have a lot of self-esteem?
It's what they like. It's got nothing to say with self-esteem. It's just what they like, isn't it?
Oh,
Like
my belly.
if
I feel like I need to make
some
myself
men
vomit.
like that. Do you know what I mean? And same way.
But do
I
you feel
think
like they have
some
lots of
who they
I'm getting bulimia
like?
just
have what?
having this
Sorry.
conversation.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like, well, yeah, each to their own, innit? Each to their own. I can't.
Obese.
I can't crucify no one, innit? Yeah.
Obesity will kill you.
Because when you think about it, yeah, if you look like that and someone's enabling you and lifting you up
Yeah, it's
and
not good.
championing you looking like
It's not
that,
good.
they genuinely don't care about your well-being. I'm just gonna say that. 'Cause that's not
Listen,
healthy.
a man needs to be a bodybuilder to lift that up. Are you crazy?
Well, them man can't
Are
even
you
do that. You're gonna
crazy?
need two of them man there. That's crazy.
What?
And you know what the thing is? You see fat, yeah? You see all that fat on her body? That's old food, you know. That's
It's
food that her
true.
body. That's food that her
It's
body has
true.
stored somewhere else because she eats at such a rate that her body doesn't have
Rhino,
time
they're
to break
asking
it
you
down.
questions.
What did they say?
Do you like
Well, that
fat gal or skinny
personal.
gal?
That was hella
Rhino, they
personal.
might ask you questions.
Hey,
Hey,
not
our
that.
host
Hey,
is trying to be impartial. What we doing here?
no,
Pink
I
said
was
he
reading.
likes skinny
The,
girls.
do you know what I'm adding? I was adding something. That's why. Let me show you what I was adding. Where is it? I was adding this. This is what I was adding. It's loading. I was adding this, like, because you was like his headache, like, and just someone said that you need two people. Like, I'm just thinking, no, but obviously, like Jay
He's
said,
so
like
excited.
like that's too big, innit? Like, you have to have a good balance. And at the end of the day, when you're like what Chinks was saying, when you're looking at something like that, yeah, that's concerning. You know, that one's a bit it's techie. I don't even,
Wow. Hey, Rory's on a roll today. I'm not gonna lie.
Rory's on a roll, like, and it's not even a shaming thing. It's just the reality of things where, like Jay said, there's gonna be someone for everybody. It's just not gonna be my preference. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't know. You see people like that, couples like that all the time. Some of them are two peas in a pod, you know, two fat ladies, 88. But, you know,
You're fucking taking the piss. That's a bingo.
Bingo. But yeah, it's just each to their own, because someone could look at a skinny guy and think they're too skinny or too big or whatever. Like, it just depends. It's all subjective, innit? It all depends on what you like, innit? Just because I don't
but
like
what
something
do you
or,
like, Rhino? That's what we're asking. What do
I said I
you
won't
like?
I'm not going to personally go for someone like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
So
a
what
thing
do you
where
like? Skinny or thick or what? Do you like booty or breasts?
Rhino's a taken man and he likes the woman he's with at the moment. Let's not mess up no happy homes, okay?
And also, I feel like I feel like
the pressure is getting worse.
No, it's not. Also, I feel like it's important to like what you like, innit? Like, sometimes you might go for thick females or whatever. Sometimes you like in between. I think as you get older, I feel like you learn to just, what's the way I want to word it? I don't think you're always going to get exactly what you want. And when you do get what you want,
it's to the person, innit?
yeah, because
like
not
to the
everyone's
person,
exact. Yeah, like there's so many different shapes and sizes. Like there's so many
You're
different
right.
types of fit girls. There's slim thick. That, like, and this is context, because you like context, kids. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when someone says what they like, I feel like it's more attributes. Do you like somebody that's got a certain shape, but then they've got a certain lower body or a certain upper body? So what I'm trying to say is, you might not always find a Beyonce or Rihanna, but let's say you find a Rihanna, you might like a Rihanna that's got more of a shape. So you might like her attributes where she's got a big chest or she's got a big back. So what I'm trying to say is, I think it's better to say attributes. Do you like someone that's got a chest? Because that could mean a slim girl with a chest, or it could mean a fit girl with a chest. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think it's better to break it down by attributes. That's what I was trying to say.
To build on that, yeah, because you know that song, I Ain't Got No Type. I think men are a lot more open to who they'll like engage with. So because when someone asks me my type, yeah, I just like what I like. If I meet you and I like you, that's what I go off. It's not like there's no preset curses that go into it, innit? But then what I did one day, yeah, in that aspect. But you know what it was, yeah. You know what some girl made me realize, like, you see, all the women you've ever done something with, yeah, Rhino, and like been with in a relationship, yeah. Is there any is there anything they all have? Because what I noticed with all the women that I've been with in my lifetime, they all have good teeth, and I didn't even know that was a conscious decision I was making when I was being with all these women. But one day I was going with my pictures, and I was like, "Wow, you got nice teeth." And I went, "Wow, she's got nice teeth."
FaZe, you need context because I think KEEDZ is thinking teeth, right? Good teeth. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she's
He just wants a billy goat. Like, you just don't want no billy goat looking. Yeah, like, I don't understand.
Like,
we're talking about aesthetics, and you're talking about teeth.
No, but no, what you say is not
That's
wrong
what
though.
aesthetics is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is part of the aesthetics, though. Like,
because
when it comes to the teeth, yeah. No, go on.
No,
I believe that, CHINX, because I think for me it's hair. I think
like, do you know what I mean?
Like,
That's how you're moving.
Good quality hair. Yeah, you have to, bro.
Yeah.
What, the weave? The weave?
Nah, just good hair in general.
Yeah, because you know what it is, Rhino? You're not going out actively only looking to speak to women with good hair. But if I look at my track record, and I look through the pictures, and I'm like, bro, all of your teeth are like, no one's teeth are too wonky. Like, do you know what I mean? They've all got nice straight teeth, and I didn't even know that that's something I'm attracted to until I took a step back and I looked and I thought, rah, I've never been with a gal who's got mashed up teeth. And then when I've done that analysis, later I was talking to one girl, and then I went and met her, and her teeth were kind of all over the place, and that was like an instant put off to me. And I didn't know, and she's beautiful. Her body was immaculate. Her face was gorgeous. She was like one of my high school sweethearts. We were in
chewing bricks.
Now, why are you adding all this? Why I'm trying to be a nice guy here, KEEDZ, man? Why are you disrespecting my imaginary babes like that? You can't be doing that, man.
I want to put that question
Jay,
to Leon. I was going to ask Jay as well. Actually, let's ask Jay first because Jay hasn't been in the whole show. Was there any consistent attributes that you realized you looked at in the past, or is there certain things that are more important to you than others?
Do you know what? I think if I look, probably height, like a taller guy, like it's they've just had height. So it's that I think, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm actually kind of short myself, so like I'm about 5'3". So like that whole kind of height thing. Maybe it's because I don't have height, so I'm kind of like, raw, like, oh. Yeah, but and I think I'm with you with the teeth thing. Yeah, like as well. So yeah, good teeth and hands as well. Do you know what, the hands thing? Yeah, the clean fingernails, all of that. Like, it just shows me that you can keep.
Hey, she's nicked. She checked first, though.
My girl put gun fingers up. Mad.
I say face. Hey, confidence.
Hey, come on, everybody. Oh shit.
Yeah.
You don't
want no man with no dirty nails.
Let Jay finish, then I'll go in it. Sorry, CHINX, go on.
No, the dirty nails for me, or like just. Do you know what? I tell you what, a pet peeve of mine, man, them with long nails. Oh my god! Like, why do you have long nails? Like, I can't bear it. And a lot of women that I've spoken to, they don't like it either. So like,
no, I don't like that shit.
Oh, he had long nails. I'm like, ooh. Like, it's
I don't like crease trainers. Crease trainers for me is like a red flag. If you come out with crease trainers, like, we can't work. It's not working.
And you know what? You see what I'm saying, KEEDZ? Some people would say you're shallow and stuff like that, but you're not. Because at the end of the day, if you're willing to put that on your foot and leave your house, you obviously don't care about your
I'm a
appearance.
stand on business. If you come out with white crepes and they're dirty, I don't understand why you wore them.
And imagine that, KEEDZ. Imagine you accidentally have a kid with that person, and now you're trying to put.
Can you imagine? And then my kids will be having dirty.
That's not why. It's deeper than just the shoes. It's deeper than just the shoes. Yeah, I'm with all of that.
It's deeper than rap.
Yeah. I'm curious though.
What is that? What is that?
Hey, you're taking the piss. Right now, you're taking the
Man
piss.
said, "Yo, how blatant."
Right now,
Now
you're
that is
taking
the
the
troll.
piss.
I mean, they were
You're
clean.
taking the piss.
They were actually Wow.
You're taking the
What was
piss.
that about? No, because what's the
Right
necessity?
now, that's
What is the need for
disrespectful
that?
to people of color. Stop that.
I know. Did you see his edges as well? His edges were
It was
crispy.
mad. It was mad.
Hey,
It was mad.
Yeah, but KEEDZ is calm, man. He's got money, man. He's calm. He's got money. He's got money.
No,
Yo,
it's
wind
not.
up,
He needs
Leon.
to have
Yeah.
more value. He needs to take pride in himself.
Hey, listen. I ain't even got a pum pum, yeah. But if your nails look like that, you can't touch my pum pum. I'm sorry.
Them
sorry.
stabby ting, like
sorry.
stabby. You must be
sorry.
crazy.
No.
I'm sorry. You can't touch my pum pum with that. Like, I don't like that so much that even if a gal I'm with told me she was with him, I'd be disappointed. I don't even know if I could fuck with you no more. I was letting him touch you. I don't even know if I can talk to you no more.
Oh shit.
The man was Wolverine, you know. Jesus. That was looked like a critic. He looked like he needed a refill. He looked like a critic. That was crazy. That was crazy. Nah. Over my dead body.
days.
Nah.
Hey, you lot, yeah, there's 62 of you guys in the building. Make sure you're smashing the likes, man. I think most of you are still on Twitter, man. L for Twitter, man. Actually, not L. We like it. We want to see your likes, innit? So, Leon, how many likes are we on? Or some, one of the mods, let me know how many likes are on. But yeah,
Leon, what's your preference? We're curious.
Yeah, what's like specific? You lot sound like you're talking real specifics and stuff.
Yours is gonna put mine to shame.
42 likes. 42 likes.
Okay, so nearly.
What do you mean, like what I'm not into and what I am into?
What was the you asked the question, KEEDZ? What was the question?
It's actually what because you was talking about the teeth, so we wanted to find out what an acid hair,
like what your ideal type is, of what you like,
or common attributes that you look for in a female, or ones that you might have had like subconsciously, like what FaZe was saying about teeth and stuff.
And before you go, Leon, think smartly, because I feel like the ladies are only asking because they have they have an interest in this. You know what I mean?
Okay. I feel like I like eyes in it, and I like the features like eyes, lips. I like good skin. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's important. Obviously, and yeah, I don't know. Do you know what it is? You know what I don't really like sometimes? Yeah, is like it sounds a bit mad. Yeah, I don't like hairy faces and that. So like if she's got like hairy lip and that, I'm not really into it. Still, I'll be real.
Damn.
Like if it's like visually
matching yours.
No, I'm just saying that like there was a one.
Matching beards.
That's crazy. You know, you know when you're kissing, it's like.
I'll tell you why, yeah. I remember back in the day I went on a date with a girl, yeah, and she was like, she wanted to like obviously like lips man back in the day, and that, yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. And I got a little bit closer to her, yeah, and I realized she covered it with her makeup. I could see like whiskers like on the edges, innit? So I was like, no, I'm not with that. And then like I could see like kind of the start of a beard here, innit? So I was like,
under
nah.
hair.
Yeah, like I could see one like thing, and I'm like, nah. But that, felt a bit sad still, but it just put me off straight away, innit? And they just got to carry themselves well, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like, good body odor, like just the normal things, innit? Like, I can't, yeah. So for me, but I feel like the way a woman or a guy carries themselves, but in this case, women, obviously, tells me a lot about themselves, innit? So, do you know what I'm saying?
That's how girls.
I
know. That's how a girl dress.
Are you a face guy then? Is that what you're saying? You don't care about body?
I'm both.
Okay.
We're not all both. Yeah, I'm both. So people, yeah, like for me, it's about the whole package, innit? It's about the face, it's about the body, it's about the personality. But there are a few things that I'm not really into as well. Like obviously, if she's got like. How would I put this down?
Yeah,
she looks like that.
Stop.
Rhino,
Stop,
she looks like that. For me, politely, I have to decline. Obviously, Jay was right. There is somebody for everybody, so that's somebody else's preference, but it's not mine. you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the more I've got into like fitness and stuff like that, I do think it's attractive that somebody does obviously like go to the gym. It's not a be all and end all for me, but the way that yo, this guy's moving mad. This guy is moving mad. Moving mad.
Nah.
He said,
Trolling.
"Why is Leo looking at me like
bro, be real with you. I'm assuming it's a male. Yeah.
Hey,
Women
W,
only.
your goat
Straight
is a legend.
Man said crusty toes. Oh yeah, feet is a thing for me because I don't like feet. Like full stop, I don't like feet. I don't like anybody's
At all.
feet. I just
Oh, you don't like feet at all?
I don't like my feet. I don't like anybody's feet.
You
I
know
just
what?
don't like.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Yeah,
I
I'm the
used to
same.
be
You know,
like
Lou.
that.
What are you saying, Chinks?
I'm exactly the same because you know what I
don't
hate.
like feet.
Yeah,
Big up, Dan.
I don't even like when man them. I don't care if we're on a beach. I don't want to put your feet away.
What the
I don't
fuck?
like put your feet in the sand. That's too intimate. Like, do you know what I mean? That's way
No,
bearing your
that's too
soul.
much, though.
You're literally bearing your soul. Don't show me.
You said
I
bury
don't
your soul.
like that. Like if this is the thing, you see, like if I love you, if you've seen my feet, you know I love you. Because no one's.
That's what I'm on.
I don't do the foot thing. A girl will see my penis before she sees my feet.
Real
I
talk.
don't
That's what I'm on.
like
That's the same what I'm
the
on.
feet. I don't like it. But then again, I will say this though. I can appreciate if a woman has nice feet. I'm not trying to put them in my mouth or do nothing weird with them. I just appreciate it. Because imagine a girl take off her shoe and her foot is mashed up. That would scare me.
You know, like Chinks, like, you know, the whole thing, like, where girls say, like, oh, there's certain guys that are into foot fetishes or whatever, and that's their thing, whatever, that's their thing, yeah. And, like, let's just say you sat on the sofa and a girl's trying to rub a foot on the inside of your leg and that. Nah. Not for me, no, thank you. No, not into it.
You're making me.
You know what I mean?
Deal breaker. Is
but
that
that's
a deal
just-
breaker?
I just let them know, like, no, I'm not. You just know by my body language. I'm like, no, I'm not.
What
into
if
feet.
that's her fetish?
My
Like, what if
face will
that-
just be like,
Jay, it's a deal breaker, babe.
I'm just trying to see if that's a deal breaker. Like,
It's
do you know what I
definitely
mean?
I
is.
just told them,
is
innit?
that-
I just told them, like, nah, it's not for me. But the thing is, yeah, I don't judge and say, like, it's your feet or whatever. I just don't like feet. I just don't like the way feet
Sometimes
look,
my
innit?
foot's really dry.
Nice. We're just that comfortable to share that kind of information. Tell
Yeah,
them,
right,
tell them some
kid.
more, man.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, big up.
lie,
Tell them
like,
some more.
I'm gonna get a pedicure very soon, but sometimes my foot be dry. Like, I don't know, like,
Rhino, put her on the
it's
big screen.
mud.
The audience will help her with products and that. Do you know what I mean? Help her. Do you know what I mean?
It's
Yeah,
a
And what
Moisturize,
makes it
dude.
more sweet? She's got an Arsenal hat on. That's what makes it perfect.
Nah, it's
Oh, why are we
shut
doing
up,
that, man?
Rhino.
Why are we
Big up
doing that?
Arsenal, big up you
Wow.
Gunners.
I want you guys to win the league, so it's calm.
Thanks for letting.
Game
Man
at a
is saying-
time. One game at a time.
So what are you saying, Keith? Can I ask you a question, Keith?
I'm just saying, it gets like that. Do you know what I'm saying? You can get dry feet, and that's why you have to get a pedicure, and that's why you have to cream your foot often. That's
Okay,
all.
I don't know what you're saying, but yeah, you said it in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But no, all I'm gonna say is yeah. All I'm gonna say is yeah. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Dry foot matter. Dry feet matter.
Wow.
Go, your gods,
Wow.
thanks for letting us know, kids.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know, kids. You know what I'm saying?
Big up your god. I believe your god's from US, isn't it? What? But yeah,
Your
big
guy
up,
is
man.
too funny.
Yeah,
Nah,
and
you're
I
hilarious.
feel like
He's definitely American for ranch.
It's ranch, you know.
Yeah.
We ain't never tasted ranch. Has anybody tasted ranch?
Oh, he's from
before?
Mexico. Big up, big up,
That's
big up,
a
big
ranch.
up, big up.
I ain't never tasted.
Oh, you guys
ranch.
haven't had ranch?
I've tasted ranch. Yeah.
Ranch is
No, I haven't.
banging.
They do it.
Is
Especially,
it nice?
it's nice with pizza. I never understood the pizza and ranch hype till I tried it. I was like, raw, like the ranch,
alright.
the ranch,
It's not the
ranch.
best
They call it
sauce, is it?
ranch. Man said, fuck the US Viva Mexico, man. Let me put my
Fuck
this guy's
Manchester
wild.
United.
big up wherever you're from. Big up whatever size you are. You know, it's all love. You know, we're just having a bit of banter. You know,
Hey,
I mean-
that is a pause. Your goat, that is a very pause. Like, I remove him from the chat. Remove my man. Hey, he's getting way too excited.
You know the biggest thing for me though, the older I get, yeah, it's like a lot of the time, yeah, the way a woman talks, I know when talking about aesthetics and stuff is a big thing for me. Like, for example, yeah, when I work in my city, like I do a lot of like club shooting sometimes and that. And like if I go to like, let's say I go to like a bashment rave or something like that, yeah, the way that some women carry themselves, yeah, and they can express themselves how they want, it's just not for me, yeah. They act like men, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like there was a woman the other day, that came up to me and was like, "Oh, you're nice. What's up, my nigga?" And I'm just there like, no, like you are straight male category right now. Like for me, I'm good. Do you know what I'm saying? Or they'll be like, yeah, or they'll be like, no, you that like they'll say. So, I heard them talking to someone else and be like, no, check him, man. He's bum still. Da, da, da. And I'm like, I'm just there like, oh my god. There's a certain way I want my woman to not act like a man. I really
talk
don't.
like a woman.
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate that, bro.
I can't stand it, bro.
Because it's like I'm not one of your mate. Like we're way more mature than that. Like the way you're talking to me, you're making me feel like your dick's bigger than mine. Like you, chill, babes. Chill, babes. This is scary. You know them way there. It annoys me. Like, and you know what annoys me? Yeah, when they talk like how everyone talks on the internet. You know, like before every sentence they go, for me, it's giving.
Oh yeah.
Period. Like it's so not organic and natural. You're just following. Like I hate that. I hate when they say bro, cuz, man. Like speak like a female. Like you know, and you can express yourself however you want. Because I put this like the other day. Yeah, my daughter must have messaged me say no more. I was like, who the fuck are you talking to? I'm not one of your fucking school friends. Don't fucking talk to me like that. I don't like that. It's proper not attractive.
Yeah, but I feel like we have to understand also that it's the culture, and a lot of people's lives are so embedded in culture. How many people watch classic movies, read books, speak with a certain level of diction and grammar? I think like people even say to me that I speak posh, and I think I don't even speak that well. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's how low the bar is, though, kids.
But that's what I'm saying, Chink. So we need to understand that in culture, to say it period and type shit and this that, it seems to be what's popular, what's selling. So people buy into this a lot instead of speaking in a way. Like I remember when I was living in Edmonton and I was chilling in Tottenham, I had to dumb down the way I was speaking because I actually started feeling as though I was offended people if I used certain terminologies. Like the man then would be like, why are you chatting like that? Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm here. I'm in Ems. I'm in Tottenham. Let me speak a certain way because I don't want man them to feel like I'm trying to show that my level of intelligence is beyond theirs, like and I'm undermining that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me dumb my shit down.
Man. That's sad.
But I can switch it up. But there's certain people, whereas they've grown up in an environment where everybody's talking like this. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not, because that's the justification and the explanation for it, and I understand that and I sympathize with them. But for two things: firstly, the way you had to dumb down your speech, I would have just removed myself from those people because I don't think it's worth it. The whole thing, I understand, and it's what people see as popular, but you're very easily impressionable. Like, do you know what I mean? And he's right though. I hate.
I'm laughing.
How many times do people say like?
No, but KEEDZ, you say that. I feel like you say that. That's why it's funny.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Come on, kids, man.
Oh, Rhino. Like, forget all this streaming thing. I know you personally. This is me up. I swear down. I'm about to call your phone. Where's my phone? Like, we call this thing right now.
Yeah.
My mic came out and my keyboard dropped. I was just everything collapsed.
I feel as though.
No, that's what Dan's sending shots at you. He's sending shots at you.
Listen, Danny, don't come on your smoky smoke, yeah? Because remember, I told you to read. Danny, have you read those books? Danny?
Do you like if a man challenges you, please?
Oh, I love when a man challenges me. Ooh, don't get me started.
Big up Danny, man.
Don't get me started, Chinks. I love when a man can challenge me. That me like.
That's good.
Challenge.
Do you like to be challenged, Chinks?
Me, no, I like women to bow at my feet and make me lunch and stay in the kitchen and don't speak.
Oh, love that. Love that.
No, I'm joking. No, yeah, to a degree, but it's gotta be like steeped in something logical, innit? Because I think I'm an extremely logical person. So what, like, say for example, with my partner, like I'm quite stern, innit? So my woman, obviously, you know, women are more emotional, so they deal in feel, innit? And men deal in think. So when it comes to my daughter, I'll ask my partner, like, if I'm being too harsh or for her in terms of how I am with my daughter. Do you get what I mean? So it's related to your expertise. If you're just saying stuff, like say for example, the other day I go on podcasts, someone who don't watch podcasts was telling me that I should be a certain way on podcasts. And I'm like, but you're not qualified. You don't even watch podcasts. So do you know what I mean? So you have to have a certain level of sense in what you're talking about to challenge me, if you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just be challenging for challenge sake.
KEEDZ, I'm getting mad masculine for me. Do you know what, babes? A lot of men that are extremely feminine feel that I'm masculine, so I'm not surprised that you're
Sorry, KEEDZ,
repeating
yeah.
that.
Do you think I'm feminine? Just from what you've
Mm,
heard from me in here.
no, I feel like you're very level-headed, but you like to challenge and you like to test people to see how they're gonna respond. I feel like you actually are cool with me.
Yeah, of course, I
Like,
got no problem with you.
no, yeah. So I feel like you're cool, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got a
But
problem. I feel like Danny's cool as well.
okay, that's good because I can
I feel
see
like you're
like
masculine, but not toxic masculinity. At this point, I don't feel like it's toxic masculinity.
yeah, but true masculinity can't be toxic though. That doesn't make sense in
That
my
is
mind.
true. That is true. I feel like
Because
toxic masculinity comes from a place of insecurity and having to assert authority and control.
I would say like I wouldn't go as far to say you're masculine, but I'd say there's certain traits you have. Like say for example, you're very independent. So you see how you said you don't
Mhm.
want your partner to be all up over you and under you and dancing
Mhm.
all up in the videos and doing all that shit. Like you want your own independence to a degree, innit? And that's like a rather
Mhm.
a masculine trait per se. Not saying you're masculine because obviously you're a woman.
Yeah,
Do you know what
yeah.
I mean? There's certain traits you have. Maybe just the way Danny words stuff sometimes. I think it just irritates your spirit.
I'm very in touch with my masculine energy. I would definitely say that. Like I'm in touch with my feminine energy, and when I get around a man who makes me feel feminine, I'm so nurturing, I'm so kind, I'm so intimate, all of those things. But in terms of my life, I live my life independent of support. Like I don't have my family to support me, I don't have friends. So I do my thing and I get that shit done. So I don't, I'm not like a victim or some vulnerable girl waiting for a man to come in, engine number
CHINX,
9 and save me.
I've got your girl's got something for you still. He told me to ask you. He said, "How in tune are you with your feminine side?" He's asking.
I don't know, I don't really. Well, for me, it's giving
Oh
period.
yeah.
That
I
yeah.
stop.
Hey,
I
that was
stop.
amazing.
I stop.
Was
I
that
stop.
today?
I
Was
He
that
just
stop.
said that to me.
I
okay,
stop.
He
play
said
again?
I
it to me.
Play that again. For me, it's giving
Oh
period.
yeah.
Hey, that is class.
I stop.
That is class.
Stop.
Hey, he's the
Stop.
champion. He's the champion. That wasn't even 2 minutes, That wasn't even
What
two
the
minutes.
fuck?
I can't believe he made that so quickly.
He
How did
made
he do
that
that so quick?
quick. He made
It's
that
got
quick, man.
captions. It's got captions. That's amazing.
Liam's just fully
I need him on my
Hey.
creative team. You need to make the clips of mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
I stop.
Nah,
No.
big up.
Anyway, I was telling Rhino that we should have a in-person
Oh yeah.
panel
Speak
link
about it,
up.
kids.
Like
Yeah.
I was saying, we should have like a little vibe in like a lodge with a hot tub, and we should all link up and have an in-person video panel podcast. What do you lot think?
I think that would be sick. Do a
Yeah,
sick live podcast.
I think I'd get in trouble.
What is wrong with you, James? In trouble with who? Who are you going to get in trouble
Hey,
with, Bliss?
he said like a link up, yeah. And if I'm thinking, yeah, we're gonna meet somewhere like neutral. My girl said a lodge. My ears
No,
perked
like
up, yeah.
it's gonna be a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I said, lodge.
What?
Nah.
Yeah, sign me up. Yeah.
I said sign me up.
I'll sign that in blood. Yeah. I'm with all of that.
No, I feel like it would be good for us to be in person and to express our opinions in person when we're vibing, having a little drink, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm signed up. I'm the first on the list. Yeah.
I'm not the G of the UK.
I got my
Allow
passport
it.
in case you need my passport. I'm ready to go.
I'm done, man. I whipped it out right now. Right now.
Hey, listen, nah, I had to mod in for that, man. I go any out of context clips you have, just send them through, man. I love
You're
that, man.
the
I
guy.
appreciate that.
You're the
guy still. We're gonna end the show right here, people. There's still 60 of you guys in the building. Most of y'all on Twitter. So if you can head over to Rhino MGTV, one of the mods can you put in the link, please, for the Rhino MGTV? I don't know if you can click on it from Twitter, but just head over to YouTube, type in Rhino MGTV, smash the likes, leave a comment down below as well. If you're watching this on the replay, please smash the likes, please leave a comment down below. And yeah, let us know what you agree with, what you disagree with, and give us some ideas for anything that you want us to talk about. Next Sunday, we're probably going to talk about male obsessions with females' buttocks. But yeah. And
why
I
did you
think
say
that'll
that,
be
man?
Yeah, and I just thought it would be funny. You know, you think something in your head and just So yeah, we'll talk about that. I think it will be a good show. But make sure you let us smash the like button. Make sure that you are subscribed. And if you are subscribed, please hit the post notifications. Subscribe to CHINX Phases channel. I've put that in the chat somewhere. Leon's Reality. You catch Jay and KEEDZ on this show every Sunday or whenever they're available. So big up to Jay, big up to KEEDZ as always. And big up to you guys in the chat, man. Appreciate the super chat as well from
big up, y'all.
Hamza Shampoo as well. Thank you, Hamza Shampoo. I appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that, man.
Can I just make a disclaimer as well? All opinions expressed by KEEDZ on the show are of KEEDZ only and not of anything else on the panel. Just want to let you guys know.
You guys need to stop.
You are like the 5 most people that you hang around with, and obviously there's a mad one in the 5, isn't it? So.
And on that note, we are out.
But that ain't my story. God won't say sorry. No, you're destined for something higher. When it's all over, what you got to show for? Proving the devil is